Yo, what's going on, man?
Chilling, bro. Chilling, man. Watching this Nets versus Warriors game, man. This Nets team. I mean, the Warriors aren't too good, but this Nets team, they look a little offensively potent. You know what I mean?
I
So
haven't even had a chance to really look. I've been doing just getting ready for family and stuff to come over, stuff like that. So I've been doing that all day, all night, every day for the last 4 or 5 days.
Mhm.
Yeah, so I haven't really had a chance to
get into it, yeah.
get into and see what's happening. But I know I got Kyrie on my
Oh,
fantasy league, so
I don't even want to talk about that crap,
I
man.
could have had Kyrie and KD.
My team is trash, man. Oh my gosh, I got Westbrook, Jamal Murray, and the rest are just like hopefuls, like OG and Anunoby. I don't know.
Where'd you draft?
I drafted 18, man. It's terrible.
Yeesh.
I had no hope.
Let me see. Let's see who I got on my squad. I got Kyrie. I got RJ Barrett. I got DiVincenzo. I got Jason Tatum, Miles Turner, Al Horford, Dwight Howard, Moritz Wagner, Tim Hardaway Jr., Terry Rozier, JJ Redick, Devin Vassell, and Patrick Williams.
Oh, now you want to get Devin Vassell. All right, look at y'all, man.
I drafted him. You know what? Let's put it like this. He was my second to last person that I drafted. And I was waiting to see if you were going to take him. And I was like, if he gets past Guillermo, he's available. I forgot you took somebody else, and I was like, "Oh snap! He's
what's crazy? That last pick, because I was out with my cousin for his birthday. That last pick, I think I drafted Elfrid Payton because I think it was on auto pick or something. And I was like, I looked up today, and I'm like, when the hell did I draft? I thought I was done with the draft, but I was out of my mind on Saturday, so I was like, okay, I probably deserve that because
I was like, if he gets past Guillermo, I was surprised he was still there. Then I'm gonna take him.
Well, go ahead. I deserve to be ished on for that, man. I messed up big time, man. I was like, why the hell would I draft Elfrid Payton? I'm like, when the hell did I draft Elfrid Payton? I'm like, wait, I could have sworn I was done with the draft. So I forgot what the last guy I had. I thought he was the last.
Depending on how you use him, he might help you out with assists. You need somebody in there. You know, you're on a night where you don't have anybody. You got all centers playing or all forwards playing, and you need some assists. It might help you out. It's not always about the actual players. It's about what they can provide you.
That's very true. That's very true.
You know what I'm saying? It's about what they can provide you. So that's why I took Patrick Williams because he's a rebounder. I took Vassell, JJ Redick, Tim Hardaway Jr. because they all shoot high percentages from three.
Mm-hmm.
I had to choose between Jason Tatum and KD at one point. And I decided to go with Jason Tatum. That was my first draft pick. I had to choose between KD, and I picked 11th between KD and Jason Tatum. I thought KD was going to be gone, and I chose Jason Tatum. I know Jason Tatum. You know they're both going to put up good numbers. I chose Jason Tatum because I just didn't know how much KD might have to sit out this game, sit out that game.
Right.
Whatever. So
that's tough. Yeah. Jason Tatum, to me personally, I think he's going to be MVP candidate. Like he's going to be up there. But then KD, if KD is healthy, right? Again, I think it's if he's healthy, it's just dogs. I'm watching this game. Guys literally put their hands in his face. Yeah, I won't move on. I think it was Williams, whoever's the dude is on the Warriors. Literally just triple threat. Didn't even move anywhere. It's like, come on, like. He is one of the most talented players I've ever seen in my life. As annoying as he is mentally, he is one of the most talented players I've seen. So that's tough. And by the way, you know who might be turned into a nightmare that we said we don't want to take, but we did say we have a sick feeling that he might become Dame Lillard, right? You know what that is, right?
Cole Anthony.
Yep.
Yes, I know. I've been, watching and seeing what he was doing at down in Orlando, man, and
it's sickening, man. It is sick. The first game is like, all right, he doesn't know Melo's not a good defender, but I forgot who he played. he had a step back and the dude like I won't say tripped, but he left him and he hit I'm like, oh, that's so Dame Lillard like, man. Oh my gosh.
I knew, man. I said to myself, well, no, not to myself. I think we were on a show, and I was like, the one guy I'm afraid of is Cole Anthony, because if we draft him, he's going to be a bum. Somebody else gets him, he's going to.
I'm like, I was like, yo, let me not say anything at this point. I hope Sim's not watching this. I see him in the next game. I was like, oh, this is why.
And listen, you know what's crazy? I mean, listen, I really like Emmanuel quickly, right? But literally, if we wanted to, we could have probably had Obi and moved up to get Cole Anthony. I guarantee you we could have done it if we wanted to. I ain't even gonna say nothing else.
Yeah. I just don't want to think about
it. Monday morning quarterback in the draft, and I don't want people to think I'm not happy with our 2 draft picks. I am.
Right.
I'm very happy with both of them. You know, I just been kind of Monday morning quarterback and then looking at things that we could have done to really maximize if we wanted to. With 3 draft picks, I mean, we probably could have found a way to get Tyrese Halliburton and because I think he was like 12th.
I think he's 12th because Phoenix was 10th, I believe.
Sacramento, I think maybe they were 12. We probably could have found a way to get Tyrese Halliburton, Sadiq Bey, and another and a Cole Anthony. We probably could have found a way to get 3 guys like that. But you know what? I'm cool because I'm cool. I like the guys we got. I'm not even trying to fawn over somebody else's picks, but I like the guys we got.
It is a little sick to my stomach though. But first of all, I just want to say salute to all you guys, man. John Talento, Big Oso, Theo, Kevin Burgon, Quinn Williams, Joe Madden, Chuck B, who got murked by me and Andy N. It was like the Dudley brothers from wrestling. Chuck B was sending me DMs to my Twitter talking about, yo, guy, I'm not on DSJ anymore. You know what I mean? But I said, no. You can't.
Oh, he said, I'm not on DSJ anymore. You can't do that.
You can't give caveats to your defeat. You just gotta just lay down. You done. You dead. It's okay. You be resurrected in another lifetime. But I told you, yo, bro, Freezy, I got his head on the platter when he did the Aaron Naismith versus Vassell. I got it like 5-0. Head on the platter, right? You head on the platter with help from Andy N. When I told you, I got the Infinity Gauntlet called Synergy, the Synergy app. You don't want to mess with me in the Synergy app. And we were basically able to show that Frank Ntilikina was better than DSJ percentage-wise on ISOs and pick and rolls. He had no argument. He said, oh, but what about his rookie season? Frank rookie season, he still had a better percentage. Now, granted, DSJ did have a lot more attempts, right? High usage. 28.9%.
Right.
Of course, was here. So can you just give me 2 seconds because I got to get a light, freaking filming light for my brother because he wants to come at, of course, opportune time. So hold on.
Yeah. Go ahead. And ladies and gentlemen, just to let you know, right now, Kyrie for me in my draft, he's killing for me. Kyrie Irving so far tonight, he's got 24 points. 1 assist, 3 rebounds. I'd like to see them assists get up a little bit more. He's shooting 57.1% from the 3-point line, shooting 69.2% from the field. Kevin Durant, he's doing his thing, but the Brooklyn Nets are just cooking the Golden State Warriors right now. Kevin Durant, he's got 12 points, 3 rebounds, 1 assist. He's shooting 45% from the field. He's only shot 1 3-point shot, 100%. He's made it. Other guys from the Nets that are cooking, that are playing well. I mean, everyone's kind of doing their part. LeVert, he's doing his thing. He's got 12 points, 4 rebounds. Looking at the Golden State Warriors, opening night in the NBA, ladies and gentlemen. Looking at the Golden State Warriors, Steph Curry, he's doing his thing. He's got 16 points, 5 assists. James Wiseman, he's got 7 points, 2 steals, 4 rebounds. Rookie, he's starting at center. Andrew Wiggins, he's got 8 points. I'm not sure what this Golden State Warriors team is what they're gonna end up looking like, or how things are gonna pan out for these guys. I I don't know. It's crazy because one thing happened in the NBA, and you got all of this chemistry, all of this camaraderie going on. One thing happens like last season, and now everything changes for you, right? I mean, that team was looking like, the Golden State Warriors before everybody got hurt last season was looking like they were almost unbeatable, even if KD did leave. Now all of a sudden, I mean, the team is totally different. Their style of play is going to be different, and they're looking like they're trying to figure out how to make it work. It's crazy. That's the way. I mean, look at the Rockets. The Rockets are just, I don't know. I mean, did you hear about James Harden? See what they said about James Harden?
Going to the club without a mask and.
Well, but he's been in practice, causing problems in practice. He almost got into a fight with whoever.
Yeah, first of all, you throw a ball at me, I'm a snuff you, bro. You don't throw a ball.
Yeah, word.
You don't disrespect me as a man. You can scream at me if I mess up a play. You know what I mean? I don't mind. I'm a negative reinforcement guy, but don't pull that just because you want to leave a team, bro. Don't.
Yeah, don't do all that. That's crazy.
That to David McDaniels. I know that for sure. You wouldn't be doing that to Charles Oakley. They break the jaw, bro. Like, what's wrong with you, man? This idiot.
Yeah. He wants to leave. He's doing it the wrong way. And I know people say, well, what is the right way? The right way is just continue to say that you don't want to be there. And if you decide that you're not going to play for the team, just don't play. You don't have to embarrass anybody else or disrespect anybody else. Just say, I'm not going to play.
Right. I agree with you, man.
I'm not going to play for this team. That's what Andre Iguodala did when he went to Memphis, right? Say, I don't want to play. I'm not playing for this team that ended up trading them. That's all you got to do. You don't got to be crazy about it.
These guys.
And Andre Iguodala doesn't have an agent. I thought James Harden was the same way. Andre Iguodala is his own agent, I believe. I think he is his own agent.
I think so. I think he is. Is. Because I think he was talking about in the Breakfast Club when he was promoting his book. I think he talked about it a little bit, but I might be wrong. But I think he is. How do you feel about this this Pacers game, man?
So this week we got three games coming up this week, right? We play the Pacers, we play Philadelphia, and we play the Milwaukee Bucks. Earlier today, I did a Knicks Weekly, and people think we have a chance to beat the Pacers. And then, you got the 76ers and you got the Milwaukee Bucks. We'll see. We'll see how things go. I don't know. What did we do against the Pacers last year? I know everything is different because Victor Oladipo wasn't there, but
we beat them the one time he came back, but I think we lost most of them. Let me see, head to head. Let me see this. So 2019-2020 season, we lost 2-1-1. We lost so relatively close. So we won. No, we lost December 7, 2019, 91-88. We won the February 1st, 2020, 92-88. I think that was when Oladipo came back. And then February 21st, 2020, we lost to them 98-106. So,
Okay. They were close games. I do remember us beating them. I mean, we'll see. I think, here's the thing. I think we're a better team than last year, but the East is also better. So, of course, that makes it probably null and void of anything else. But I do think we're a better team. And I actually think at least against Indiana and Philadelphia, they're going to be good games. I'm not exactly sure what to think about the Bucks and how it's going to look going up against the Bucks. The Bucks are just, they just got crazy firepower. Last year we got dusted off by the Bucks. I think maybe there was a game that we were close. Mm-hmm. Right? I think maybe one game we were close.
Oh, no. Didn't we lose both of them by like almost 30? Like they had 30-point deficits.
I swear I thought there was one. I don't remember. I thought there was one that we were close against the Bucks. Maybe not. Maybe not. But I know we a couple times. I don't know how many times we played them, but I know we got dusted off a couple of times because I remember looking at those games like, man, we might as well just forget about these. But I thought there was one that maybe was close.
So, what the hell? Oh, is this talking about from the Bucks point of view? Oh, it might be talking about from the Bucks point of view. So, actually, I messed up those scores before, but the wins losses was correct. So the score, I messed up the other one for the Pacers, but we did win one, lose two. With the what the hell? Why is it reading like that? All right, with this, so it says we lost to the Bucks 132-88 on December 2nd, 2019. We lost to the Bucks 123-102 December 21st, 2019, and on January 14, 2020, we lost 128-102. So I guess the 123-102 maybe. I guess we were close. We didn't get absolutely destroyed and embarrassed and demoralized, but 25, what was that? 25-point game, whatever the hell it was. That's not too bad. You know what I'm saying? Pacers, and by the way, with the Pacers, so I read it wrong before. I apologize for that. With the Pacers, December 7, 2019, we lost 104-103. We won February 1st, 2020, 92-85, and then we lost the last one on February 21st, 2020, 106-98. But there's some things I want to talk about with the Pacers team, right? I did my little research, and obviously have the new guy Nate Bjorkgren. I think I said it right, Bjorkgren. The guy came from Toronto, working under Nick Nurse. He also spent time, I believe, with Nick Nurse when they were there with the Suns and also with Bakersfield, the G League team. Just reading about the guy again, it seems that he's allegedly one of the guys who's been attributed with helping to develop Ty Warren, obviously the Pacers dynamic scoring wing player. But some interesting things about his style of play that I want to bring up, and how that Indiana team that we saw last year is probably going to differ a little bit. So, he came from the Raptors. Again, the Raptors are a space, more of a spacing team. Obviously, they have some size with Pascal. They had Ibaka last year, but they have, guys like Pascal. They have OG Anunoby. They got Chris Boucher. I always say his name incorrectly. Last year, the Raptors, they were fifth in three-point percentage at 37.2%. Fourth in three-point is made at 995. Fifth in three-point attempts at 2,663. And they did move the ball around. Fifth in total assists, sixth in assist to turnover ratio. The Pacers, on the other hand, they were middle of the road in three-point percentage at 36.3%, which obviously that margin between 37.2 and 36 is not that great. But they were 27th in three-pointers attempted, right? And this comes out to the style of play. And I'm gonna bring up a guy that's gonna be probably I want to see the X factor, but he's gonna be one of the more important guys because I think they're gonna change how they utilize him, right? And that's Sabonis, right? So I read some report where they're talking about how I think it was on SB Nation, how they're talking about using Sabonis, how they use Pascal Siakam, right? So Sabonis, he's mostly at like near the paint or near the foul line, right? And he's usually not like the ball handler, right? He's usually a guy who sets the pace, rolls off. But and according to Synergy, he's only had 2 possessions last year where like high up top off of the pick, he was like in a pick and roll, say he was a ball handler, which is crazy. Is and I think he only shot like 25% from 3. But they said in the first few preseasons, and I'm going to show some GIFs or GIFs, whatever how you pronounce it, just showing how they utilize your boy. First and foremost, let me just turn off this game so I don't get in trouble. But essentially have him as like the guy catching a pass off from the point guard, right? Whether it's or the guard, whether it's Oladipo or Brogdon. By the way, Brogdon leads, or he was one of the guys leading the league in drives to the baskets. So I think what we're going to get with Sabonis is a lot of action up top, pick and roll action, and a lot of Brogdon just throwing him the ball, handing off the ball, and him driving to the basket, which I know I'm not trying to kill Randall, but Rand is going to be really important as to how Randall defends, right? One thing I saw even with the so-called ice defense that we're trying to install is that when you'd have it off the pick and roll, you have the guard fighting over the screen and the point guard kind of staying back a little bit not the point guard, the big man kind of staying back to, kind of gauge and then wait until the guy recovers, right? You might have a little issue with that. And I just want to show some GIFs. So if you have any points while I load up this GIFs, please.
Yeah. And that's one thing I think that Tom Thibodeau said that they were trying to do is really pack in that paint, stop the guard from getting into the paint. The problem it leaves is you got to get back to the guy that usually pops in that situation, right? Now your big man got to get back to that guy. And if it's a guy that can shoot threes, then they may not get back in time to guard a three-point shooter. Then you need your guards on the opposite side of the floor to kind of help out the guy who popped until the big man can recover, and then everybody else rotate back into position. But I have noticed it as well, is that, you know, coming off those screens, the big man is kind of helping the guard out, you know, to make sure the guard doesn't get to the basket and then have to rotate back to their man. Because Tom Thibodeau wants to protect that paint at all costs, which it makes sense, right? Because especially when you have someone like Mitchell Robinson who fouls a lot. You've seen the way he fouled Blake Griffin of a pump fake. I mean, smacked them all in the face and this and that. I was like, geez, man. I mean, he didn't mean to hurt him, but he got the flagrant, but he didn't mean to, but he still killed them on the play, right? You know, so to protect guys like Mitch from picking up those little fouls, because he's going to have to protect the paint if you can keep guys out of the paint, but then you got to stop guys from those four men from being able to knock down those threes.
The scary thing is they're going to have Ty Warren and Oladipo either in the corner or space out where they could cut to the basket. You know what I mean? And I just want to show this one GIF that just shows the possibility. Now, obviously, this one is not with Sabonis. As a ball handler. But just the picks that he sets, I mean, treacherous. And look where Vucevic, right? So I'll show it right now. Look where this is not enlarged. Let me see if I can enlarge this. Can everybody see this?
Yeah, I can see it. I don't know about you guys, them guys. There you go.
So I mean, just look how Vucevic kind of plays back. And I've seen that this preseason where, you know, Randall, and I think it's because, you know, it's, you know, to Coach Colorblock's point, right? I think that many times you see Mitch, he's supposed to be the guy that's communicating with the guard as to how to play the pick, right? But the thing about you two, now it's weird. On one hand, I've seen Noel have discipline and kind of stay back, but then he would have to move up on that shot, right? But then on the other hands, I've seen Mitchell Robinson step up and be uber aggressive, right? And the thing about Mitchell Robinson is that it's not that he's not like aggressive fundamental. He's aggressive, like he'll just jump and try to block the shot. And if you try to jump and block the shot, that could be an easy pass to a Sabonis cutting down low. And who the hell else is at my freaking door? Hold up, give me 2 seconds. This is freaking.
Yeah, and you know the hard part that's on this play right here, you know, as you guys are looking at this clip, is you see, you know, whoever the big number 9 is, can't really see, and I guess it's Vucevic. If he goes with the shooter, then his man, 11, Sabonis, is going to get that lane to the basket, right? So Vucevic has a decision to make. Do I get the mid-range shooter and allow Fournier to recover? Or do I stay back, kind of be like that linebacker and watch and make sure that Sabonis doesn't get that alley-oop to the rim? All right, that's the conundrum right there that, you know, you get in when you can't fight over those screens in time, and the big man doesn't know if the guard is going to be there or not. Now he's got to decide which one do I go with, who's the most lethal person, right? And then this is where your backside guys got to be able to help out. So number 20, who's that? Markelle Fultz, right? He's got to help out on Sabonis, make sure Sabonis doesn't get an oop to the basket. Who's that? Number 00, Aaron Gordon. He's got to help out a little bit, get a foot inside the paint a little bit more, and make those guys, make sure that you're clogging the paint, make them have to kick the ball back out and shoot a 3. Right? Because that's a high percentage shot, that mid-range pull up. And then if Sabonis gets a lane to the basket, that's also going to be a high percentage shot. Now, the 3-point basket, if they kick it back out to someone who's open, whoever Aaron Gordon is playing, if Aaron Gordon were to step in and they clogged up the paint, it's also going to be open from 3. And then you got to hope that person's not a high percentage 3-point shooter. You know what I mean? Now, if he's a high percentage 3-point shooter, then Aaron Gordon just got to bust his ass to get back, you know, to make sure that he covers that 3-point shooter. So that's the reason why these plays are in such a, you know, it creates such a problem for defenders, because you got to think and you got to know who to go to naturally. Now, when you're talking about the Knicks, And, Vucevic, for the Knicks, is either going to be Noel or it's going to be Mitchell Robinson, right? And if, they're coming off that screen there and they pull it up. Now, the one thing about Mitchell Robinson is he can play back a little bit and maybe even still get a hand up to contest that mid-range jump shot. So that's the one thing about Mitch, because he's much, he's much more athletic than Vucevic. He does a better job getting out on 3-point shooters, getting out on guards than Vucevic does. Right. So he'd be able to do a better job contesting that. Maybe Noel could, I'm not sure. But then they still got to pay attention. If they step up to contest that, they still got to pay attention to Sabonis rolling to the basket. And that's where everybody on defense got to be on one page and one accord and see what, like Aaron Gordon, Markelle Fultz, they'd have to be able to see what Vucevic decides to do so that they know whether or not to help out on that roller. Because if Vucevic decided to go up and contest the jump shooter, then they've got to step in and stop Sabonis from getting that easy lob or cut to the basket. So there's a lot of decisions that have to be made there. And the Knicks are going to have to make those type of decisions tomorrow night.
Yep.
Right. They're going to have to figure out which one do I do. Do I get that the mid-range jump shooter? This is Noel or Mitch. Do I get the jump shooter, or do I pay attention and kind of play linebacker back there and make sure that let the jump shooter pull the mid-range and make sure that Sabonis doesn't get the roll to the basket. The guards, they need to help out a little bit, dip in a little bit more, get a foot in the paint like Aaron Gordon. If he had a foot in the paint, that'll help stop Sabonis from rolling to the basket as well. But he's kind of playing outside, watching the ball, but watching his man at the same time. The Knicks are going to have to do that. Now, if Evan Fournier can fight over that screen a little bit harder, right, and get back now. But see, the thing is, who is that? Malcolm Brogdon. Malcolm Brogdon did a good job setting them up. I mean, they didn't play bad defense, but the offense was good. You see, he fakes one way. So Fournier, he takes a step one way. And then now it's hard for him to get over the screen. He did a good job setting them up. I mean, actually a perfect job setting them up. But
that screen is nasty, man. That screen, he did a double screen, like, bro.
I mean, it's a great screen. It's a great screen, but
right.
Malcolm Brogdon did a good job setting them up. You see just a quick little hesitation, like it's going to go one way, and you see Fournier step that way, and then Malcolm Brogdon goes back the other way over the top of the screen. That's tough to defend.
So let me ask you this: Would you tell the big man to kind of step up, but step up in a way where he could defend the shot, he could kind of block up Sabonis's the passes, the potential pass Sabonis, and force Brogdon to his left? I mean, force Brogdon to his right. I mean, so look at that space right there, that left elbow, right? If he steps up, he can still defend the shot a little bit, and he won't have a pass to Sabonis. And then even if your boy Brogdon kept driving on his right, your wing defender, is that Jonathan Isaacs? I believe that's Jonathan Isaacs. Will have a good ability to help clamp down, stop him, and then he probably force it.
So that's what I would do. I would make sure that Aaron Gordon on that play is deeper into the paint, because Aaron Gordon's not in the paint at all. Right. And the ball is on the opposite side of the floor. And I don't know where his man is, because you can't really see his man. But I would have Aaron Gordon take a foot into the paint, into where the dots are. And then Vucevic can step up and contend Malcolm Brogdon. And then Aaron Gordon would be able to stop Sabonis from rolling to the basket, because that's one of the reasons why Vucevic isn't stepping up. Because if he steps up, then Malcolm Brogdon has a clean lane to the basket. But if Aaron Gordon steps into the paint, then of course he'd have to worry about it if they did a cross-court pass, if Malcolm Brogdon did a cross-court pass to his guy. But if it's cross-court, he has enough time to get back to his man. So I would have Vucevic step up so that Brogdon didn't have to shoot that jumper, and then have Aaron Gordon step deeper into the paint.
Got you.
So that he could help out on Sabonis rolling to the basket.
I want to show you guys the play that they've been practicing in the preseason, that they want to have Sabonis as kind of like a off-ball guy getting that pass, right? Crap, my bad. This one GIF. What is this? Hold up. And this is the article I read from SB Nation. Hold on, let me just get the GIF. The GIF. I don't know how you pronounce it.
I don't know how you pronounce it either.
Is this the one? Yeah, this is the one they talk about deploying him like Pascal Siakam. All right, here, I'll just play it here. I think it's like a video clip, not a GIF. Oh, it's right here. So you see an easy flip. And Sabonis is already in a place where he does fairly well down low anyway. So it's kind of like if he doesn't have a clear lane, you know what I mean? So again, you're gonna need, I don't even know. I guess you start with knowing the Wells and Randall, but somebody got to pick him up and stay disciplined because I mean he's killed us before in the post. We see it time and time again him doing that. How can you prevent? In what ways would you prevent? And also, mind you, they probably have Ty Warren. Like you see how they have the corners, right? They're gonna have Ty Warren and Oladipo on both sides, and Ty Warren can hit the three. Oladipo, I don't remember his numbers for the three.
Okay, so I'm watching, and Malcolm Brogdon has handed it off to Sabonis, who's coming around behind them. What I don't understand is I'm trying to watch it because I know you can't pause it, can you?
Hold on. Let me see. Nah, you can't. Oh, I can pause it. Hold on. Let me know when you want me to pause it.
Yeah, let's see. Okay, Okay, pause it right here. All right, so I mean, if they see they switched for no reason. I don't understand why they switched.
Oh, hold on. Oh, yeah, they did. Ben Simmons and what? Yeah,
I don't understand why they switched. I guess because they didn't want Sabonis to pull up the mid range, but then now you switched into a mismatch, right? Where Sabonis is going to have pretty much an easy bucket to the basket, and then you got 18 over there. I don't know who that is. He really doesn't even see the ball that well. He's kind of face guarding his Oladipo, where he should have his left foot dropped a little bit so he can see where Sabonis is. And then all he has to do is take one. I mean, he has enough time where if Sabonis kicked it out to Oladipo, he'd be able to close back out. But to me, he's in bad position because, he's got his back turned to the ball, right? So he wouldn't even have enough time to really drop his leg and get this Sabonis and then get back to Oladipo, where his stance right now should be where he can see he can see Sabonis, right? And he can see the ball and he can see where everything is. And so if he had that left leg already dropped, he'd be looking at Sabonis getting ready to drive to the basket. He'd be able to take a step in and have to enforce Sabonis to kick the ball back to Oladipo. Then he close out on Oladipo. Just help defense, man. Help defense is everything. I don't understand why they switched, but even if they didn't switch, Sabonis probably would have tried to, get the handoff and drive on Ben Simmons. You still need number 18, whoever he is, to help out.
Let me check because I'm telling you, Sim, this team. I mean, I think they're going to want to shoot a lot more threes, and they're going to run this play. And if we do help defense, we got to pick whether we want to help with those wing defenders. You see Seth Curry? No, that's not Seth Curry, is it? Oh, no, that's Seth Curry.
Yeah, that is Seth Curry, yeah.
I don't know who number 18 is on.
I don't know. I have no idea who that is.
But they may attack spots to where they have that option to dump it off to a Ty Warren. And the Knicks, we have terrible perimeter defense. And it still show in the preseason. I know people will tell, the Knicks, I've said there's so many deficiencies we have, man. So many times teams have killed us, right? Proper passing, I mean, I had the video where I put the good, the bad, the Knicks, and there's one with Pinson. I know Pinson's not going to be playing major minutes, but, he gets stuck on his man. Then Knox has to help with the guy down low that was Pinson's, and that guy gets the ball from a pass at the top of the key or near the wing and passes to the guy that Knox was originally on. And Knox did what he's supposed to help out, but I could just see them breaking down. Again, Brogdon is a guy who, he ranks up there with drives to the basket. So it's just going to be motion to get a guy open. And then even with the second unit, they got guys like Aaron Holiday, Justin Holiday, Doug McDermott, who all shot relatively well from three. So again, that ice defense is going to be extremely important. This is what I'm saying is like when people talk about, us being and by the way, Oladipo, I just want to see shot types. So he's not particularly that good from a 3-point line. He's not that good from 3-point line in the corners, right? So, if they attack that side with Oladipo, you could that guy who's on the Oladipo, I would tell him to help out. But if it's a guy like Ty Warren, and someone said I said Ty Warner, no, I said Ty Warren. I know how to spell or say his name.
And the only thing that I would say, the only thing I would say is that wait. Oh, somebody on the phone?
No, go ahead. I'll speak. My bad.
The only thing I would say is that with Tom Thibodeau, like stuff like understanding that Oladipo isn't a strong shooter from the corner, like those little things. I think that he's going to have his team. I think he's going to have those guys really drilled into understanding, who can do what from the floor. Right. And so that they can, make the right calls defensively.
And by the way, TJ Warren from that left side, if you're looking at it from this vantage point where Oladipo is, he's really disgusting from that side, from that corner. He shot fairly hot.
And watch Guillermo, watch 18. Like he doesn't even know he's so late at turning trying to get back to his guys. Like snap the ball. Look at him.
Yeah. And
because that's what happens when you got your back turned to the play, man. You get lost and you don't know what's going on.
These guys, man. So perimeter defense is going to be extremely important. And again, guys, remember the Pacers defensively, they were one of the best teams defensively, man.
Yeah.
They're nothing but teams that and they're getting. Remember last year they didn't have Brogdon. Your boy Sabonis was out, plantar fasciitis. Oladipo was out for a while with was the torn quad, and I think I think Brogdon was also out with plantar fasciitis. A few of them had plantar fasciitis, some weird. And then we didn't even talk about Turner, who's probably one of the, I don't say he's underrated center. That's not the right way to put it, but he's a sneakily good center.
Turner. Yeah, I like that guy.
Yeah, I know. We talk about if you would trade for him, I would do it. And I think if there's a way to get him, I would definitely trade for him. So you got Sabonis to worry about. I don't even want to get to Oladipo, right? But again, this team, they're going to shoot a lot more threes. They're going to use a lot, not going to say a lot more, but they're going to use their big men as motion guys. Because I've seen plays where they had some plays where he was at Bakersfield. And I believe they won a championship. I could be wrong. He was at Bakersfield. And the similar play where the big man gets it up top, drives to the basket. Sometimes where that guy, the 18, would sometimes creep early, it was Oladipo cutting on the baseline. There's another dangerous, then that's a dangerous play. Oladipo could get to the basket, Ty Warren could get to the basket. So Knicks fans, man, when y'all say I'm pessimistic, it's not pessimism, man. This is the real season right here. This is not no preseason, we having fun. Guys turn on. They're not playing for 20 minutes a night. They're going to play for 30-something, 40 if they have to, minutes a night. So, we have a lot to eat. A lot to on our plate, man.
And we'll see what Tom Thibodeau was going to have in store. They say that he's prepared, well prepared, always has the team prepared. That doesn't mean you're going to win just because you're prepared, but we'll be able to see it in their play if they're prepared.
Right.
And if the players took it to heart to be prepared. What do you think the 10-man rotation is going to be? Tom Thibodeau said he has a 10-man rotation. What's the 10-man rotation?
All right. So assuming Austin Rivers is out, just with injury, whatever, you might get mad. Sorry. So starting lineup, even though people might kill me for this, I think it's going to be Peyton, RJ, just to start out, right? Peyton, RJ, Alec Burks, Randall, and then Nerlens Noel.
Yeah, that's my 5.
You're gonna have quickly. That's one. You're gonna have Bullock. That's 2. Definitely gonna have Mitch Robinson. You're gonna have Knox. Who else am I missing?
Obi.
And Obi. Thank you. So Frank might be the guy out, man. Availability is the best ability, man. And he's just I'm not killing him, Sim. I'm just saying he has not provided you enough production where it's he deserves a spot or that he should warrant a spot even if he's injured, right? Whereas hey, Austin Rivers might be getting back relatively soon. He essentially does what we wanted Frank to do at a cheaper price. I don't think DSJ is not going to be. He's not going to be in that rotation. Again, he can't process defenses on a higher level. I think he over dribbles just because he can't process the game quickly enough. And you talk about defensive. I mean, tomorrow he should not get any playing time. You got guys like Brogdon. I mean, he's gonna. He might. This is the thing about it. If any DSJ fans out there, Chuck B. By the way, Chuck B got destroyed, demolished. By the way, by me and Andy. But if you're sitting here saying that you want DSJ to get, you don't want to see him against Brogdon tomorrow. I'm just saying you don't. You have a game where they have a weak defensive point guard, but DSJ might get that trip to China by tomorrow. So again, but are we missing anybody else? Who else are we missing?
No, I think that's right. I think I got the same starting five, and then I got Quickly. There's no way that Quickly hasn't. I don't think he's going to start, but there's no way that he hasn't earned major minutes, right? So I think it's Quickly, Obi, Knox, Mitch, and then I think that shooting guard spot. I think it's going to be. It might be, at least from the beginning, a different guy on a different night, depending on the matchups and what you need.
Right.
So it could be Bullock, it could be Frank, it could be DSJ. Then when Austin Rivers comes back, Austin Rivers didn't come here not to play. So
okay. So all right. So okay. Austin Rivers comes back. Who's out the lineup?
Who's out the lineup? That's tough to say. I don't know.
Who's out the 10-man rotation? Let me say not
who's out the 10-man rotation?
Come on, Sim.
Either Bullock, Frank, DSJ. One of those guys are out the rotation.
Bullock? I would think so here are the ifs.
What I'm saying is, I was saying that shooting guard spot, until Rivers is back, is either going to be based on what they need that night. So it could be Bullock. It could be, if they really need shooting, it might be Bullock. If they really need defense, it might be Frank. If just DSJ is just, for some reason he decides to give him a try and he's hot that night, then it might be DSJ. But then when Austin Rivers comes back, because Bullock can shoot, but there's some ways about the way that he plays that sometimes I'm like, why did he pull that one? And, so I'm not exactly sure. I understand what he does and how he plays, so it doesn't really bother me, but I'm just sometimes like, why did he pull that one? So I'm not sure. I think between those three guys, though, DSJ, Bullock, and Frank, once Austin Rivers comes back, he might sit all of those guys down.
I love it, man. He said, Legion, you be negative like Josh sometimes. I'm not. Don't compare me to Josh. Josh is that's my guy, but he's delusional. People. This thing I like about Nick Nation, man. It's like you have to play extremes. You either are overly optimistic on one side, or or the Knicks are going to lose every. Yeah. There are people on Twitter who literally they want the Knicks to lose just so their proclamations come true. I think that's the dumbest thing. Right. That I'd rather my team lose so I sound right versus my team wins and me. And again, guys, man, we've watched the Knicks. This is why I like when people they take one of my because they never look at my comments and break it. And the funniest thing is I say a lot of things similar to Sim. Maybe the way I talk because I talk faster and I have a higher voice, something like that. It seems like I'm just angry. A lot of things I be saying. Sim says the same exact things, but I'm the pet, bro. We have a team that does not have a lot of talent. Let me help you guys out. There are a bunch of the Kings that 1 year they went 39 and 40 something, right? They had talent. They just, and they kind of lost out in the playoffs, right? Like near the end of the season, like the last 2 weeks, 3 weeks, whatever it was. We did not come into the season with a lot of talent. Take out Obi, because those are rookies. We don't know preseason, we don't know what's gonna happen. We did not have a lot of talent. You cannot name me many teams in this league where they did not have a lot of talent. And in basketball, not a lot of talent. And the next year, because of a coaching change, they shot up and did astronomically better. I'm not even talking about play. I'm talking about a 15-game, 20-game swing where they were abject losers. I'm being realistic because y'all the same Knicks fans out there, and I love all the Knicks fans. Some of y'all the same guys. Y'all live on all these highs, right? And when these guys don't perform, then y'all talking about, let's send them to China. Let's send them to here. If Emmanuel quickly comes in and he starts and he gets destroyed his first 10 to 15 games, y'all gonna be saying the same old Knicks. I put money on it because we've seen it with Frank, we've seen it with DSJ, we've seen it with Knox. And with me, I may joke around here and there, but I try to be as objective because on Sim's show, I used to be, give Frank, Frank needs this, blah, blah, blah. We're not coaching the right way, blah, blah. And I felt that way. At that time, we weren't doing it. And I knew I was like, all right, not he does have to get better here and there. He has to do his blah, blah. But I've never said a guy gets drafted or what. Oh, they're great. And then 10 games, oh, man, F them. Oh, I hate them. It's like, okay, they're having bad games. They may suck. They may need to go. But I try to do it as we go by. So, again, people are like, oh, make a projection. I'm like, I'm not going to make these, proclamations to sound like, oh, yeah, I called it. Okay. And one more thing, Sim. All you guys are talking about, oh, Emmanuel quickly, man. You don't believe? I'm like, dogs. If you believe so much, why didn't you say that the Knicks should have drafted him before the draft happened? I don't remember a lot of people talking about we should draft Emmanuel quickly before the draft happened. And Sim, you've had how many shows? You had about 8-9 shows where you have 2 prospects at a time. I never saw anybody say, yo, we should get Emmanuel quickly, dogs.
Right. And I didn't even have Emmanuel quickly up there as one of the prospects. Listen, I got the same thing with Emmanuel quickly. The first night that he played against Cleveland in the second half, well, he played throughout the game, but, and the Knicks came back in the second half. He had 9.7 assists, and I seen people say, oh, Emmanuel quickly's our starting point guard. And I'm like, pump the brakes. We got to see this kid play, right? We got to see him play. And then, of course, he came out in the second game against Cleveland, and he was, he had his 22 points. He was cooking, and, people are like, if he doesn't start, I don't know what Tom Thibodeau was doing, this and that. And it's like, I don't think people really understand that the game really does change. Preseason is good. It is good for confidence. It's good for you to figure out what you want to do, what players can do what, and how you want to build your rotation. So it's important. It doesn't mean it's not important, but there is no game planning. Teams are not going to give up their strategies in preseason. Right. You know what I'm saying? So once the season begins, now there's game planning. Now coaches are you're not coaching your player, you're coaching your team. And there is a difference, right? In the NBA, you can coach your player. Here's an example. In the preseason, you can coach the players instead of coaching the team. And I'm going to give you an example. When the Knicks played Detroit or whoever they played, I don't know, Cleveland, whoever they played, and they had Mitchell Robinson and Andre Drummond. Really, Mitchell Robinson should have been guarding Thon Maker, right? The matchup is just better for Mitchell Robinson. And Julius Randle should have been guarding Andre Drummond because he's bigger and he's stronger than Mitchell Robinson, right? And Andre Drummond is just too strong for Mitchell Robinson. But because it's preseason, I'm pretty positive that Tom Thibodeau wanted to see what Mitchell Robinson could do against Andre Drummond. So we let him stay on Andre Drummond. Right. No matter if Andre Drummond was dominating him, he let him stay because he wanted to see what can this guy do. That's coaching the player. If you were coaching the team, you would have made a strategic change. You would have said, okay, you know what? He can't guard him. After the first 4 or 5 minutes, you would have said he can't guard him. We're going to switch. Julius, you get Andre Drummond. You get Thon Maker, boom, you make a change. But he didn't do that, right? Whenever Detroit or whoever it was came out and went zone against the Knicks, right? He could have easily said, okay, we got to put Bullock in the game instead of this guy and this guy and this guy so we can have more shooting on the floor. But he let him go ahead. Let me see what these guys do. Let me see what the players do in this situation. Mm-hmm. Right. There were times when one of the teams, didn't play well. And like when I say one of the teams, the older guys or the younger guys, because that's kind of how he has them split up, didn't play well. But he let him go ahead and play through it because he knew when he was going to make his substitutions and at what point of the game he was going to make substitutions. Where if it was a regular season game, let's snatch this 5 out of here. We got to get some more guys in here that's ready to play, ready to meet the intensity, this and that. So the strategy when it comes to a regular season game is totally different. You coach your team, not just your players. You coach the entire team. And so if a player's not doing well, you say, I can't let you work through it this game because it's important. And I got to put somebody in. So it's
that struggle you're talking about, I'll point out right now that when they allowed DSJ and allowed him, because remember Detroit switched to a second quarter, they switched to a zone, right? I don't. And people are like, oh, Tom Thibodeau can't. I've heard people were saying Tom Thibodeau can't coach, as if Tom Thibodeau has never seen a zone in his life. Are you guys out of your mind?
Right.
He's purposely to allow the kids to play through it. How do you process the game? Because if you could process the game, obviously the freaking the learning curve is a lot easier for me. If you know how to do this and this in a zone, obviously a lot easier. I can sit and tell you how to do it, right? And they said that Tom Thibodeau had these kids. I forgot, somebody said on Freeze's channel show that Tom Thibodeau had these kids that they're doing like intense film study and stuff like that. So again, he's teaching these guys off the court, but during a game, especially in the preseason, like Sim said, you're coaching up these guys. First of all, I thought preseason was a C for a lot of these guys, Knox, DSJ, Frank, RJ. The things they talked about improving or that they were expected to improve on in the summer, those individual skills, how did that look? That's how I was thinking that just developed. Now, the thing with Quickly is that Quickly, he fits that Tom Thibodeau mold of a point guard. Smart, heady, could make the requisite pass, can shoot up, score. The kid also has a knack for drawing fouls, by the way. If you check out the video I did, the good, the bad, the Knicks, the dude was – I only provided 3 examples. He had at least 6 examples I recorded where he's like clipping guys and, doing that Harden hook and stuff like that. So the kid has talent. I ain't going to take away from him. And in college, he averaged – his foul draw rate was like 47%. And the NBA, Harden has like 52%. So, again, that's I don't know if it translates to elite level in the NBA, but he has something in his back pocket. But, again, we got the Quickly thing, guys. I want Quickly to kill. If he's a guy to take over, that's fine. But, again, we've seen guys before in the NBA have oodles of confidence because of whatever context, whatever. Tyreke Evans, I still remember to this day. Tyreke Evans comes in. I think he was Rookie of the Year. Killed it that year. They switched him to the 2. Things, and obviously that's extreme, but things happen in the NBA where I think sometimes it's better to ease a guy. And so I think with Quickly, even if he doesn't start, I think that Quickly is going to be used either as, I can't say point guard. He's going to be used as a guard, but his biggest strength will probably most likely being able to space out the floor, playing off the ball and hitting big space, right? Because again, you guys like Brogdon, Oladipo, you know what I mean? They have guys who can protect the paint. You know what I mean? It's not going to be that easy to sit there and throw floaters and get to the basket. And I'll say one thing about Quickly. If you look at the game 3 where he shot 3 for 11, right? He still impacted the game in other ways. I still think he came out with like a plus whatever. Even though plus minus could be, swayed, right? Or flawed, excuse me. The kid Quickly he has to fit a certain role in the team. And you've seen with Tom Thibodeau how he runs a triangle, right? So again, to me, if he could play the weak side guard or play in the corner, hit those corner threes, or basically how they do strong side. And you've seen these games; they don't really play a lot of. This talks about the learning curve. The strong side you've seen with Tom Thibodeau is not as dynamic yet, like you've seen with the Bulls. So there's a lot of learning to go, man. If that weak side, that double weak side game ain't really going, the pick and rolls ain't going, man, we might struggle to.
And look,
trying to implement the system for these young guys.
Yeah, and what people have to realize, and people just don't think about it, but going up against Cleveland. He's going up against guys that he's played against throughout high school. Right? Darius Garland, Colin Sexton, their level of AAU, they've played against each other millions of times, thousands of times, or hundreds of times or something. I don't know. But they've played against each other a lot. So he's familiar with these guys already. They're all 21 years old. He understands what these guys are and what he can do against them because he's done it against them before. Right now, he's got to go up against, like you said, Malcolm Brogdon and a bunch of other guys that are in their team's 10-man rotations. You know what I'm saying? So it's not going to be like going up against guys that you've been against before. It's going to be going up against guys that maybe you've been against them, maybe you haven't. But you're going to be playing against older guys, people that's 26, 27. They've been in the league a while. They understand matchups. They got more strength, more speed, all of those type of things. You know what I'm saying? They just got more basketball experience altogether. So now is when you can really start to make a decision. If he comes in and something happens and he has to start the second half of the game and he kills, and then, against Philadelphia, he does it again. Now you start looking like, oh, okay, maybe this guy really is for real doing it against big time NBA competition. But, I wouldn't base everything off of what he did against Cleveland. You just can't. I mean, as far as being in the rotation, yeah. As far as being in the rotation, yeah. But as far as looking at all of his entire future based on those 2 games, don't do it because it's not a good idea. We did the same thing with Alonzo Trier, man.
Oh my! When he had that Nets game,
we did the same thing with Zoe, man.
When he had that Nets game, Sim, the hype that went around Lonzo Trier. I mean, golly, man. But one thing I'll say about Quickly versus Lonzo Trier, I think Trier could have hit, or at least in that small sample size, he hit because it was talent, underrated talent. But I guess there's other things involved with him that, I don't know what's happening with him. But Quickly, I think, is like he's a fit guy, right? So Quickly, to me, and Quickly may become a better player. I think that Quickly looks so good because he fits the system that works. We really haven't had a proper offensive system to properly place guys, and they're buying into it, and it seems like there's cohesion with the coaching staff. Everybody's buying into it. The GM is buying into it. You know what I mean? I don't think we had that in years, right? Phil Jackson comes out and he's telling guys, run the triangle. And they're like, all right, you guys want to run the triangle? The rookies, the young guys are like, nope. And it's like, okay, Phil, so we can't read it. They don't want to. It's like, run it. So I mean, you have that discord and things don't work, but here's different. You know what I mean? Quickly does fit a role. At least see what happens. Now, let me ask you a question on this, man. How about your boy Obi? Obviously you'd be coming off the bench, maybe at best, 15, 20 minutes off. Do you think that, and in my personal opinion, I think that Randall may be traded by the deadline. I think that there's some validity to that, right? Do you think that if, say, there is no indication that Randall gets traded, right, or that he plays the whole season here, say we don't pick up his option, but he just plays the whole season here, right? How do you think that will affect a guy like Obi, who we've seen he needs proper point guard play to give him the ball, and I think that his strength is not up there to NBA standard yet. I'm not saying try to beat him.
And I'm waiting to see what he looks like, 20, 30 games, right? Everyone is assuming that Randall's automatically going to be gone. I think that they're going to wait to see what Obi does first, how good he is, and if maybe he needs another year coming off the bench before he's ready to take over the spot, playing every day against Julius Randle, right? Having to bang against him in practice. One of the other players was talking about it. Somebody was asked about Obi. I don't remember. Alfred Payton. He was asked about Obi, and he was like, this has really been good for him going up against Randle every day. Julius, he called him Julius every day in practice, having to defend him and having to defend Julius is really helping Obi because he has someone like right there to play against. I think that they are just going to be watching because he can't create his own shot right now. And if we're waiting for him to create his own shot and we're looking for that this season, you might be disappointed because he needs a point guard to get him almost all of his shots. There's going to be times when he does, go off the dribble because he does have a quick step and can get to the basket. But when defenses really, really get tight, he's not creating his own shot, and he might need a year or two before he can do that.
Yeah, I agree.
So you could be looking at Randall being here, going past, they pick up his option, and then after that year, they say, okay, now Obi is ready. Well, I guess we're just gonna have to see his development.
Now, this is a terrible shameless plug, but I just want to show one play that I put in a video that I put out where, especially in a triangle, right? I think that Obi will have some success, especially against big men because again, Obi is relatively quick with some of his steps down low. Now he can be a little clunky and like double-footed, like you said, like kind of like Amari, but in some ways, baseline, once, and Amari, salute to Coach Color Blocks, because Coach Color Blocks point this out about Amari regarding to his footwork, right? And how he opened up, like depending on who he had in his position, he'll open up his shoulder or play it a different way, right, when he's receiving the ball down low. But here's just one play I want to show where, especially in a triangle, where I think he's going to get the majority of his buckets. But he's also going to be able to hit the shot, or have to be able to hit the shot. But just want to show one play. And yes, guys, this is a shameless plug, but I didn't want to go to my freaking files and get it. But let me just share this real quick. Oh, yeah, and first and foremost, guys. So Sim is in YouTube jail right now. Guys, please subscribe to all the alternative platforms that he's on. Nothing but Knicks on Sportscaster, Facebook, Twitch, and Twitter. Please go subscribe, support him until he gets out of the YouTube jail, and he'll be back on YouTube. I was seeing the numbers on Sportscaster, and I wasn't happy that again, there's what on average you have close to a G of people watching at one time, and when there's on Sportscaster, it's only like 76, 96. So guys, Sportscaster, you're not gonna get infected. It's literally
right.
And support it. It doesn't do anything to you. You're fine. You could. Come on, guys. It's not that hard. But let me just show this real quick with your boy. I did call him the new Amari. Just joke. I mean, just to put something in the title. But so you see him in the 1-4 coach color block salute. Boom, got JaVale McGee. Easy. And we've seen it where he does that little on the baseline. You know what I mean? He'll get that explosion, and uses kind of like his those shoulders, those tight shoulders are kind of. Oh crap! I paused by mistake. That's right. It starts in the 1-4 and it transforms to the triangle. Let me run this triangle a lot, guys.
Yep, they sure are.
Boom, got him. JaVale's done. I'm saying he's gonna get a lot of points. He's gonna get a lot of fouls, man. Because the shot right now is not. I don't think it's gonna be hitting yet. But again, that's one way to get easy, especially when you play against guys with smaller backcourts or clumsy defenders. I mean, JaVale McGee, in spurts he looks good, but again,
and I also think when he gets used to that speed, the NBA speed, you're going to see more passing from that elbow too in a triangle setup. More passing from him right now. I think the game is a little maybe fast for him a little bit out there, and when tomorrow night it'll probably be a little bit faster because the intensity is going to pick up for quickly too. So I think, but when he gets used to it, I think you will see him in that triangle setup passing from that high post because he's a good passer.
He's a good passer.
He's a good passer. He can pass the ball. So
I wonder how much you're going to use him up top because. He could play the pinch post, but that's the two-man action with like Randall. Have you seen Randall do it? Obviously, Randall be starting, probably playing heavy minutes. But again, I forgot who's brought this point up. You could develop from the bench, especially when you're young like that. You come from the bench. You come to the game cold, so you learn how to come into a game cold, how to always, whether you become a gym rat with your shot or you gotta learn how to. Hey, I didn't get the start and whatever, but I'm coming in. The other team is going on a 12-0 run. I gotta somehow find a way to help stop the bleeding. I gotta hit this three, or I gotta make these proper picks, make the proper pass. So again, there are a lot of things Obi can do to come up the bench. Don't look at it. And even quickly, people want to kill Peyton and say, "Oh, Peyton sucks," but Peyton's played against some of these pros before, and he's had. I'm not praising Peyton. He's had games against some of these guys. So if you could buy some protection quickly until quickly is properly ready, let's see. Now there was an interesting question, Sim. Before this draft, because there's an interesting name out there who declined his rookie extension. I guess it would be the rookie extension, right?
Yeah.
Your boy, before this draft, would you have made the trade to trade quickly in whatever pieces to get a guy like Lonzo Ball?
To trade quickly before the draft? Yeah, I would have.
Oh, sorry. I apologize. I'm stupid. Trade quickly before the preseason. I apologize for that.
I probably would have. I probably would have. I mean, obviously now we've seen him play, but before then I never seen him play. And I probably would have said, you know what? Yeah, because Lonzo Ball, I said a long time ago that I thought Lonzo Ball would fit very well with Obi Toppin and these young guys. But hey, he may end up on the market, so we'll see. But hey, I gotta head to a store, man, before they close. I hate to have to do this to you, but
this guy, man,
I got a lot of things happening and going on right now.
Gotcha. Are you covering the game tomorrow?
I don't know how I'm gonna do it tomorrow. I don't know if I'm gonna do it after just do a post game or what. I might end up just doing a post game I'm gonna do a pregame tomorrow afternoon, and then I might end up just doing a post game tomorrow night.
Okay, cool. And I'll be covering it. And you're more than welcome to join and set up like we did last time. So if you want to do that, let me know.
Or just send me, if you're doing this, to send me this link, and if I get a chance, I might be able to pop in for 10, 15 minutes and then pop out or something like that. Because I don't think I'm going to be able to do the whole game.
Gotcha.
But Saturday's home opener, I'm going to try to do Saturday's home opener, at least for a good portion of the game. So we got family and stuff coming over, so yeah.
Cool. So yes, guys, please again subscribe to Sim on Twitch, Twitter, Sportscaster, and Facebook as well too. Until he gets out of Twitter, gets out of jail.
That's right. I should be out on bail Thursday. I should be out on bail. I'll probably have to go to probation a couple times a week, or once a week. I'll probably get piss tested and all that stuff for 90 days. So I'll be at a stream, but I'm gonna have a strike for 90 days. You know what I mean? So yeah, I'll be out on bail, but with certain requirements that I gotta keep up with. But Thursday I should be good.
All right, man. Well,
it's corny.
Till then, man. Till tomorrow.
I appreciate you, man. And yeah, make sure you send me that link for tomorrow. I'll probably jump in throughout the game. Well, now, all right, man. Appreciate it, ladies and gentlemen. Remember, Facebook.com/nothing-but-Knicks, Twitch.tv/nothing-but-Knicks, and Sportscaster.com/nothing-but-Knicks. It's all nothing but Knicks. And Twitter.com/nothing-but-Knicks. It's not hard to remember that. So make sure you join me there and hit those notification buttons so that tomorrow when I go live, you can get that notification. Gotcha. All right. Appreciate you, man. Peace.
Yo, guys, I'm staying on because I'm covering these games. So if you guys want to, let me know if you want to come in the chat, man. I'm going to be talking about these two. And I'm covering this Lakers-Clippers game, man. I'm already up. I was like, yo, I want to sleep, but I'm staying up for these games, bro. I'm staying up. I don't care. If you guys want to sit here and join me, stay with me as we talk about these games, bro. Y'all can do so, but let's get it, man. So right now, the Brooklyn are molly-whopping Golden State. They got Wanamaker in. Don't tell me that's Steph Curry. That looks like Steph Curry. Yeah, this is bad. The Warriors are going to suck this year, man. If they don't get outside shooting and get outside shooting quick, they're going to suck, bro. This is terrible. This is unacceptable. This is bad, man. Oh, my gosh. Don't Curry, the games you got Brooklyn and Warriors was just done. You got Lakers versus the Clippers at 9:45. By the way, they said that the Clippers, Tyronn Lue is going to be running the triangle this year. Huh? He's running a what? What do you say? Come on, dogs. So actually, guys, I'm going to stay here until this game finishes, and then I'm going to put on another link to see where my real diehards at. I'm gonna put another link for the Warriors game, man. But damn, yo. Yeah, yo, this Nets team, man, they got the offensive firepower, man. I ain't gonna front, man. This is that Curry? That's not Curry. That's some other light skin. That looks like the old Curry. Somebody can do. And look at Kyrie trying to act like he's teaching Levert. Then when the moons don't align, then Kyrie's trying to come at dudes, man. This dude, man. He's putting a sage around the ring, man. Get that witchcraft crap the hell out of here, bro. Are you kidding me? Are you ishing me? Hey, Lakers. Yeah, this game is garbaggio. I want to see who had a nice move. Who is this light skin doing the okay. Who is this guy? Mulder? Come on, son. This dude's name is Mulder, man. I ain't gonna front, bro. That's a terrible name. Terrible bat. Actually, no, Mark Mulder was a great picture. It's still Mulder's a terrible name. And who's this light-skinned dude on the Nets? He was in a bubble. He's one of the dudes who did okay in the Nets. He gets called for a travel or something. Mulder with a nice reverse layup. Looking like Kyrie out there. Damn, son. Oh, man. This Nets team might be dangerous, man. We talk all this issue like Knicks fans, man. Would you guys – let me know you guys in the chat. Are you guys trading quickly for Lonzo Ball? Let me know, man. Are you trading quickly for Lonzo Ball, man? Now, I think I put the invite in there, Triborough, so you should be in there. Yeah, I put the invite in there. If anybody wants to join, man, I'm just gonna say and just talk about this game, man. Dame can't carry this. Dame can't carry this. No one can carry this, man. They got a disjointed team. A lot of young players are no shooters, no dependable shooters, man. That system, they gotta pull up. They gotta pull it. The Heat. They gotta adjust away from that system because, bro, like, son, like, how do you can't have a guy like Curry and still try to play the system? I guess they're trying with Wiggins. Not Wiggins. Wiseman. But I gotta watch because while I was covering this show, I couldn't really watch the game like that. No. So Jane. So I meant like theoretically, like, would you have traded Lonzo for before you knew quickly was this? So I know everybody loves quickly now. You got Tyler Johnson in the game. Tyler Johnson got that 5-year, $50 million deal years ago.
Yo, let's go Knicks.
So why you always look like you just came back from pulling a jukes? Like who you look like you always looking like who you watching out for, bro? I don't think there's anybody else in your room, bro. Like, it's okay, man. You can chill, man. This guy got a hoodie on. Like, tell you, bro, try, bro, like he's straight up rob dudes, man. Like,
right now, man. This is my Knicks hoodie. See, I'm supporting the people that think that I'm Brooklyn Nets.
But you talk about Brooklyn like you are a Nets fan, bro.
No, listen. Okay, listen. I want to make this clear. I love my Knicks. My Knicks is my team. I'm just saying, if I watch the Brooklyn Nets, I want to see how they do. Like, I do live in the area. You know what I'm saying? They have a good team. They're building something. Like, I want the Knicks to build what they're building. What is so wrong with that? Like, people feel like, we're gonna need a star here. I know Knicks fans don't want to hear that. We're gonna need a star here at some point. Okay, I like the young core we have. I like Obi and I like Mitch and I like RJ and hopefully not to get his game together. But
you love Brooklyn, we get that, but you can't pull allegiance to another basketball team.
I'm for the Knicks though. Knicks is my team. I'm not for the Nets. I'm saying I'm looking at the Nets, but I'm for my Knicks is my Knicks. That's the team that I rep. I will feel bad if I'm repping any other team. You feel me? What they building over there is a special thing. Like, I don't get why. So if I look at the Knicks game, what I'm turning my back on the Knicks? No.
You could watch Nets games when you say, I'm also kind of, I want them to do well. It's like, what?
No, I'm saying that what the Nets are building, that's what I want the Knicks to build. I want them to build something special so that we can win the East again like we used to. Not tank every year. And you ready for the next draft to get Cade? The season ain't even start yet.
Hey man, have you
seen what I'm saying? You want them to win, you start quickly. Quickly is our best option right now. You know what I'm saying? And you know why he has the advantage? Because no other team knows how he plays. You know what I'm saying? They don't know him right now, so he's fresh meat to everybody else out there. So you start quickly. He can shoot. He can facilitate to other players. That's what we want in a point guard. Why would you want to start, Frank or Dijon? He can't shoot.
The thing with quickly is that you've only seen it, right? Again, I don't mind them easing him in. I don't mind if he takes it by the rain and he kills. I don't mind that, but we got to temper expectations, man.
Okay, so who are you starting?
Because we've had such bad point guard play, and this is the first time you had a legit coach in how many years that we're so eager to just throw the kid to the fire when, again, preseason ain't regular season, bro.
I know.
They're two different beasts.
All right.
They don't
so who are you starting tomorrow against Indiana? Who are you starting against the Pacers tomorrow?
Wait, who's starting? Sorry, say one more time.
Who are you starting against the Pacers tomorrow?
I'll probably start with Payton.
Are you playing the whole game, or are you going to take him out at some point?
No, bro. Quickly's going to get a lot of minutes. It's not, to me, starting nothing. But again, bro, Brogdon is, when healthy, he is one of the better guard defenders in the league. Like that's what I'm saying. It's like we just look at Quickly in a vacuum, be like, yo, he could do that against any team like dogs. He played against Cleveland in the preseason.
Yo, we gonna get cooked.
How you doing, bro?
Yo, we gonna get cooked. Because just yo,
I don't think you will.
I'm not saying that, by the way. That's Mark saying that.
You know what's so funny? You know what's so funny? I'm getting depressed just watching the Nets, right? Mm-hmm. But just to think about every other NBA team that got firepower.
Right.
The Knicks don't have no type of fire. No type of no type of nothing. If we cannot score, we're going to get smoked, bro. It's not even funny. This is not a funny matter. This is so depressing because I'm watching Golden State and it's like Curry against 5. No one can hit a shot.
Bro, did you see? You know what? You know what's crazy, Mark? They're gonna play Curry like how Mark Jackson did, where he has to be on the ball heavy, right?
Bro.
Because and he has to try to split deep. You saw how hard he worked to just get into the paint to take those layups. He has no help.
You know what I'm talking about? With Curry, it's like the teammates are watching him and they're looking for him every time. You don't have to play like that when you're playing with him. When he gives the ball up to you, the space that he allows you to score or make a play. People are watching him. They're watching him, looking for him every time. No, sometimes when he passes off the ball, it's for you to make a play or shoot the ball. But if they can't hit shots because he's willingly giving the ball up, they're gonna have a hard time. But Brooklyn from head to toe, bro, it would be a travesty if they don't make it to the finals. Honest to God. Because what they're doing, right? I can see it clear as day. The way they spread the floor with a Kevin Durant and Kyrie, just because they're offensively just like juggernauts. Because honestly, when Kyrie got somebody on a one-on-one and you got KD over there, teams gonna have a hard time on defense. It's just is because Kyrie could finish and score on anybody. Big, strong, quick. He's just an offensive prowess. And then you got KD over there that just playing with the wind. He's playing with the wind.
It was too easy for KD tonight, bro. It was too easy, man. Like,
bro. When I watch KD, bro, he actually like picks his spot. It's like he says to himself, "I'm gonna go here and I'm gonna get a basket every time." Yep. That's how it looks like when he plays or what he's thinking in his head. But if y'all think the Knicks is gonna crack 20 wins, good luck, because if we don't have no star player, no nothing. We have a whole bunch of unproven players. We just have a collection. I won't say misfits, but we have a collection of toddlers right now. Honestly, and they're trying to find their way. If we're gonna go with that same starting 5, God bless us, because we.
So let's say they lose the first 3 games. Do you start quickly then?
You see, quick. I've been watching y'all with this quickly thing. I've been seeing the chat. I've been seeing Freezy go from night to morning. Can y'all stop it with quickly, guys? Please.
Yo, hold on, Mark. Let me just introduce Coach Color Blocks. What up, bro?
What up?
Coach,
Oh wait, that's his gimmick, Color Blocks.
Bro. I came in with no cam. And then I put the color blocks up, and then everybody just started calling me color blocks. So I was like, bro, I know a gimmick when I see when I'm going with it, bro. I'm owning this.
He's owning it. It's cool. Coach Color Blocks, man. Like it's generic, but funny. It works, man. Let him
good
eat,
humor
man.
right there. That's the type of humor that I find funny. Shit like that, Mr. Color Blocks.
I'm owning it, bro.
Own it. You don't have to show your face, and when you show your face, make sure you get a channel. So make sure you get a channel afterwards, but don't show your face.
I told him to. But by the way, Chuck just said last month he predicts the Nets in 5 over the Lakers. I don't. Lakers did 2 things. I think that is going to hurt them if they don't win the championship. It's going to show Rondo and Dwight Howard.
Not even that.
I'm sorry,
bro. They went up. Wait. See, I've been seeing people on TV speak with context.
That's defense with Dwight in the middle, and then Rondo as the facilitator come off the bench. The way we talk about zone all the time, the way he broke Miami zone, where he played zone break and catch and ball at the foul line, and then he had basically it was like a 1-on-2 where he would drive deep into the zone or deep into the paint and dump it off to a Dwight or 80 down low or throw the floater. And the facilitation when LeBron was bro. I even talk about the 3-pointers he was making. I don't know where the hell they came from, but your boy Rondo was like, how can I put it? Like, when you talk about ancillary guys, like when you talk about the James Posey, he was like that on steroids for the Lakers. Like the Lakers are gonna miss him, and they're gonna miss Dwight's defense.
You know what it is too? With Miami,
they'll be all right.
They didn't have Dragic and they didn't have Bam. So let's start thinking that Lakers really worked for that ring. That was, come on. They didn't go against nobody. You went against rookies and one all-star budding player. Bam was hurt and Dragic wasn't there. Miami did not have no shot watching that, especially going against AD and LeBron. 2 mega stars. That's gonna win it almost every time.
Your boy Raphael Unreal said, salute to Raphael Unreal, man. Raphael Burgers 2 C-Max salute, man. Boost Mobile salute too, man. He said Lakers sweep the Nets.
Nah,
bro. Listen, not with this speed that the you see the thing is Lakers can't play with speed, bro. And to beat the Lakers, you have to play with speed. And the thing is too, if you don't have a point guard to go against LA, they're gonna win every time. Nets just have an offense that's gonna freaking click. They got the right spacing, and they just have the 2 type of players who you will want in any deep playoff situation. Those are the
dog. Look at their bench. Look at the Nets bench. They got Dinwiddie, Karis LeVert. They got freaking Shamet. They got Jared Allen. Where he starts
from top to bottom. They're the deepest team in the league from top to bottom.
I got into a lot of trouble. I got into a lot of trouble last year. I was like, is there a difference between Jared Allen or Mitchell Robinson?
Nah, Jared Allen's more disciplined, and he's more of a smarter defender when you watch him play.
He is too. I think Jared Allen's better. I think he's better. I think he's better.
Okay,
he's better. He's better. Whoever argues that, gotta stop watching. Don't watch basketball no more for me.
He's better.
Let me just say real quick. Hold on, Mark. Jared Allen last year had averaged 11.1 points. He had played 26.5 minutes, more than Mitch at 22 point whatever the hell. Yeah, I think it's 22.7 or something like that. Field goal percentage obviously is only 64.9%. But you know where he's scoring, right? Rebounds 9.6, higher than Mitch's. Mitch had 7, I believe. 0.6 steals, 1.3 blocks.
It's not even close.
Mitchell Robinson.
Bro, the Nets just added their 8th seed playoff roster and then added KD.
Bro, they just added 2. They
didn't lose nothing,
bro.
They didn't lose nothing.
That's what
that team got destroyed in the bubble, but those young guys look good because remember they didn't have Dinwiddie or Kyrie. They've been playing with a bunch.
Not even that. They're seasoned enough. Like they're seasoned. They're seasoned, bro. They're seasoned. So that's why.
Mitch go ahead.
That's one of the reasons why Kevin Durant went there, because it's like, even though we could have traded, if Kevin Durant and Kyrie we could have traded for a 3rd star, the fact that they have more players, Joe Harris, they have still DeAndre Jordan, he still could do things. Like he can still do things. Jared Allen, Spencer Dinwiddie, Karis LeVert. They have like 4 extra other players, bro. Jeff Green is just solid. Like if he's gonna come off your bench and just do things, he's just solid. They just had a listen, man. This is depressing to even talk about the Knicks, honestly, because I've been watching people, and Gamma, I've been wanting to join people chat. I had to stay away because I would have argued people down, and I'm just not into arguing no more. People gotta get through their thick skull. We're gonna suck. We're gonna suck straight up. And guess what? We're gonna be fading for Kate or that top 5 or Jalen Suggs. Okay? Don't be thinking that we're gonna do things. I came into the season. The only thing I want to see is that RJ and Obi become more of talented players with potential. Those are the only 2 who I want to see.
Why'd you just miss out on Knox? What are your thoughts on your boy Knox?
No, bro. No. Listen. I'm out on players that don't have the fire. I can't. I'm watching Wiggins tonight. I know I said he could be good, but Jesus Christ, when someone could just score so easily, it's like you want to give that person a chance. If you do not have the fire, the will to play this game, I don't want to see you on the court. It's just like me going to a park and someone's just on the court, just standing there and not doing anything else. Get off. I don't need you to play.
I should I'm gonna stay. I know. I'm probably way late to this. But based off what people are getting paid right now, I think the Knicks made a mistake. Listen, just hear me out. Based on what people are getting paid right now, I think the Knicks made a mistake by not trying to get Westbrook.
Exactly.
No,
That's why
because
I've been saying that.
then again,
When I
guess
said
what?
that,
Based off what people getting paid right now, that's Westbrook's contract is normal now.
Okay, check this out.
It went from an albatross to being normal, bro. And then, like you said, hold on, Mark, we're agreeing on the same thing because you just said we suck, so we got to pay the we suck tax and overpay for a star. Like, no one's coming here, so we got to pay for somebody.
Exactly.
It don't suck for the Wizards because he's in a place where he has another person to go with him. So for the Washington Wizards' sake, you get a great player still, and it's still a good contract. It's still a good contract because they didn't want Wall, so they had to look for another star. So it's just like, give me Russell Westbrook. Okay? For the Knicks, it's just the fact that the Knicks could still collect assets. These next 2 years, we're going to have to build like OKC. And taking Russell Westbrook contract would have just destroyed it. It would have destroyed it.
It would have cost maybe one pick?
No, it would destroy it, bro. We would have to give up because Houston was the reason why Houston took that. You got John Wall, still a quality player, and a first-round pick. Okay? The Knicks would have had to give up young players and picks.
What young players?
Like who? Give up the bench. DSJ can go.
They can take everybody there.
I would give all them cats up.
RJ was on. What are you not computing? These guys don't have value around the league.
That's what I'm saying. So I mean, like, that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't think we would have lost sleep over getting rid of half these guys.
No. What you're not understanding? We couldn't get rid of them if we tossed them to Houston. Houston want a quality player. They want a quality player. They want picks and a quality player. Regardless,
I love when people can say, "Yo, we could get Westbrook if you trade Frank, DSJ." Like, dogs, those guys have no value.
I think it would have cost rent. I'm agreeing with you, Mark. I'm agreeing with you. I just think it would have cost.
Hold on, check this out. The guy that's running the GM for Houston, he thinks like Daryl Morey because that was his protege. So don't think that Houston is gonna be a dummy when they're doing trades. They traded they got 2 first-round picks for Robin Covington. Who gets 2 first-round picks for Robin Covington? That was
wacko Knicks fanatic, Mark. Mark, you don't be consistent too, man. He said after one game you're gonna be quick because you were praising Wiggins last year, bro. You were praising Wiggins before the season.
No. I said, the dude is talented, and I think he could play better with Steph. But when you watch him on the floor, it's like he's just hovering. It's like he's not there. It's like he's lost, and I don't like that from players. And that's what I see a lot from Kevin Knox. So when people talk about Kevin Knox, I seen him hit his threes the other night. That was cool and all because you finally had someone that knew what to run a simple goddamn pick and roll, and he was making the plays, and Knox was getting his shot in motion, in play, which he needs. He's not one of those guys that he has to play in him. He has to play with a high pace of movement and quickly on the floor. That's what changed. Very different from Elfrid Payton. So that's what Knox is going to look good. But you have to have the fire in you for it to also go with your game. When I watch Wiggins score, I think he could score 20 so easily. That's my whole thing with him. So I would think that playing with Steph will give him a little more oomph in his step. But just watching him tonight is just like, why? Like,
hold up, guys. Let me say what's up to Joe Madden, man. Joe, what's up, bro? How you doing, man?
What up, Joe?
I'm just
What's
after
going on,
watching.
Joe?
I'm depressed. I'm after watching Brooklyn, and I'm like, little brother taking over.
Come
Stink.
Yeah, Mark. Andrew Wiggins hasn't had fire since he was at Kansas, bro. Ain't never gonna change. Ain't never gonna change.
No, you're definitely right, and that was I even said it when Wiggins got drafted, but he's just super talented. So it's like you're still gonna be like, oh, this dude is just super talented. I'm trying to give him a chance, just like with Knox. He's talented. He can shoot the ball, But it's just like, okay, now if you're not going to show it to me now, I really have to go. I really have to lead the train.
Wiggins is gonna be one of those guys. Like when he retires, he's gonna have like 18,000 points, and we're like, how the hell did he do that?
Literally, someone said that on the podcast.
Reggie Theus. You be looking up like, huh? How did he?
Yo, Joe, let me ask you a question because you feeling the same way how I felt coming into the stream. If Golden State plays like that for the rest of the season, and Curry's giving up the ball for guys to get open shots and they can't hit shots, what makes you think the Knicks gonna win 20 games? And that's how I felt coming into this chat tonight.
The Knicks aren't winning any more than 20 games.
No,
that's just a fact.
I had him at 18. I had him at 18.
Yeah, I
had him at
18. These guys talking like some of these guys talking and be like, "Oh, we can get to 30." I'm like,
what?
I'm like, just what the hell? It's just come on, stop being.
Joe. How about positive. This? Yo, we can make 8 to the 10 seed. I'm like, dogs.
No, why? We can't make none of that.
Cleveland's bums. Like,
I don't
dogs.
want. If that's the case, I don't want to make it to the 10th seed. I rather play the young guys, develop, lose, and get a high draft pick to build off of. Instead of sitting around 8 or 10.
I've already been fading for 2021. And on top of that, Joe, I've been watching the Knicks, the people around the Knicks community. Yo, we are sick. Yo, y'all are sick. I'm not gonna say me. Y'all are sick in the head for the way y'all been talking since the last game. Y'all are sick in the head because if you think Cleveland Cavaliers going to send a B team for the rest of the season, y'all, the C team, matter of fact, y'all really have to do some thinking because I'm seeing Freezy going from night to day. Just what the hell is wrong with this community? No, I'm not.
We're too optimistic. That's it. We're just
too happy.
Salute to Lawrence Sears, by the way. Go subscribe if you haven't.
Kevin Knox drops 20, and everyone thinks he's the next coming to Kevin Durant.
Holy hell!
And Joe, can you please tell me how he scored that 20? Was it any different from when we've seen Kevin Knox do it in spurts his rookie year?
No, he had two scores at the basket, and the rest of them were threes.
Threes. He's not. That's why I was getting into a fight with Kevin. Right? I'm like, Kevin, he's not showing you a different wrinkle, right? You literally sat here and said, "Can he?" You literally get on me. Oh, why can't he develop? Okay, Kevin. Since you think development is that doable just because it's Kevin Knox, tell me how else he scored. And he said, "Well, he had that one. He did have one Euro step in the first game. I gave him that, right?"
And I want to give you kudos, Gambo. I want to give you kudos.
But again, this is a guy when he has a ball in his hands and he sees adversity. He picks up his because he goes one way, puts his head down.
Yeah, he don't have no ball handle either.
Dribble and passes it out, or he takes a terrible shot like in game 2 where he shot the air ball with like a guy right in front of his face. Kevin Knox,
I want to give you kudos because
I like how
you was coming at the people because they was going crazy. And I like how you came in and just shunned that. You became the black cat. Yo, listen, man. I'm telling y'all right now, around the Knicks community. When I appear, I'm going to be a black cat. Okay? That's me. That's me this season. Y'all all gonna hate me. Okay? Because I'm gonna have to knock some sense into y'all damn head because you see, all these guys that their own channel, they are just they act like they hit the lottery or something.
Mark and Joe, y'all are both right. It's so funny. Like, what really worries me about this season, it's a good and a bad thing, is that Thibodeau is not going to tank, bro. That's just not in his DNA.
He's going to play the veterans, and we're not going to get anything.
The thing is with Tibbs, you're going to work hard. And there's going to be some improvements with the team. But just from a talent standpoint, we are freaking bottom god awful sewage god awful.
Also, last thing to Mark real quick. It's real funny that you said what you just said because, bro, I've been putting up the film. I've been putting up the actual film. Like I'm breaking it down with my Madden pen, and I've been getting some mean messages about players I'm talking bad about.
Listen, embrace the mean. Listen. I tell people if they think that your mean messages makes me feel some way. I literally love negative comments and I laugh and I condone. Like I'd rather you not give me a positive feed. I like negative feed. Like I feed off negativity. So in that case, colorblind, embrace it. It's nothing better than when you have people that have no goddamn sense trying to tell you how good the Knicks are going to be.
But yo, Mark, these are going to be the
Joe.
same guys they're going to be the same guys that say we're going to win 30 games. 20 games into the season, maybe at the end of January, they're going to be same people calling for Tibbs to be fired.
Yep.
Yo,
I've seen it.
Gambo, what I say every season?
I've seen it.
What I say every season, Gambo, the first 20 games will tell you how good and bad the Knicks will be. And every year since I've said that statement, we've been down. So listen, bro.
The thing about is that, me personally, I'm not sitting here hating on anybody because people. And the thing about is that I'm trying to be the NBA is a talent league. You will rarely find a coach that goes to a team that is bad, like not devoid or like they just don't have talent like that. Maybe have one guy here who's okay, and in that team, all of a sudden, you see this huge transformation where they're sniffing the playoffs. It just doesn't happen. And again, for all the people that talk about how great Quickly is going to be, right? And I'm not saying Quickly is not going to be a good player. I think he could be a very good player in Tibbs' system, and I'm looking forward to it, right? How many of you guys were
vibes to me
before the draft occurred? Like, stop it, man.
That was my player comp.
I did a show on Quickly on a Sunday, and everybody's like, "Oh yeah, he's all right, he's cool." I didn't see anybody saying, "Yo," doing the whole like Daniel Jones things, where it's like, "Yo, bro, if that's the guy you want, take him at 8." I didn't see anybody saying that about Quickly, so let's stop, man. There's context.
I said that at draft night.
I'm gonna say I didn't get it.
No, I was saying that on draft night. I was like, if he's your guy, take him. But I would have took him at 33. I wouldn't have took him.
Yeah, because he was not projected.
I would have taken 33 too. Got another point guard, but I guess he's the point guard that they wanted. But or Desmond Bain. We got Desmond Bain at 20. Was it 25 or whatever?
And then they traded the 33rd pick. It's like we need people. We need players.
We can use it on Toro.
Yeah, and we traded it for what? Another second round pick in like 2025 or something. I'm like, we need players.
To me, that was dumb because the Knicks could have had two. In that draft, the Knicks could have had two freaking good players who they could have built with. That Desmond Bain kid, I'm watching that Memphis team, bro. He's more than just a shooter. And that's how I felt about Desmond Bain. He can drive, kid, defend, and shoot the lights out. The Knicks could have took him at 25, and that right there could have been a shooting guard. Like he's a bona fide shooting guard. That is someone Tibbs could have played with.
Mark, 6'5", Tyrell Terry.
I can't wait to
That's
watch
who I
him.
wanted.
I could have had
called
him.
The Legion of Nets podcast. I don't like
No.
I love my Knicks. I'm just being objective. Hey, guys, look, if you want to hear Lawrence Terrence is a great platform. You can hear guys like Kevin and people who will give you all the pretty things about the Knicks. When I go in there, I try to be as objective. And even here, I try to be as objective. I was showing plays and showing things with Indiana Pacers, but I'm like, guys, everybody's talking about how the Knicks are going to beat Indiana, right? I have yet to see. We have wonderful shows.
Indiana's too disciplined, bro.
I didn't see anybody put out any film or anything talking about how the Pacers are playing, how they have a new coach, what their offensive philosophy is going to be, how they were good last year. I didn't hear anybody talk about. We're just talking about quickly, and these guys are looking good because of preseason games. That's like going into war and saying, all right, we're going to go fight. That's like the Vietnam War. Yo, we're going to fight in Vietnam. Yeah, we got better weapons and everything than the Viet Cong. And what happens?
Guillermo, I spent way too much time looking at Indiana Pacers preseason games last night.
It's not gonna be pretty.
It ain't gonna be pretty tomorrow.
They are disciplined. You know what the thing is too?
They lost to 3 teams. They lost to Cleveland Sixers and they lost to one more team.
Yeah,
I can't remember.
I could also tell you this: Indiana Pacers fans don't care that they lost 3 preseason games.
Right. We don't. Oh, who's that G League guy that had 25 points? Yeah, that's great. That's great that he did that.
One thing I like about Indiana,
be playing in the regular season. Like, come on, guys.
They execute their plays. When you watch Indiana play, they execute their plays. They are a high field goal percentage team.
To rob the Knicks.
So
to Daniel Guerrero, Chris. So keep talking about it.
They're disciplined defensively. Oladipo is looking good. Like I don't know.
Can I run through real quick? I'm not gonna show film now. Can I just run through the quick keys to the game? The scouting I did last night, real quick.
Ahead.
I bet. Y'all ready for this? Here's what's gonna happen. I did that whole film breakdown about how the Knicks need to figure out how they're gonna defend pick and rolls, right?
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Are they gonna ice the ball handler or are they gonna drop back against the ball handler? Indiana got this new coach, Bjorkson. Bjorkson was the Toronto Raptors guy. He's like the key guy for their championship run. So I watched all of the Pacers preseason games. Here's what I found out. The Pacers run pick and rolls for Sabonis, but they don't roll Sabonis to the hoop.
No,
so what they do
is
he passes it, so they keep running screens. They run double screens, triple screens, like some old 90s stuff for like Craig Elo. They'll just keep running screens. Like Rip Hamilton stuff. They'll just keep running screens for their shooters.
Yeah.
They're gonna
screen hard.
Exactly. They're gonna abuse the fact that we're not
They're gonna abuse Randall in that pick and roll screen.
We never
run them screen. Hold up. I'm gonna go to you, Joe. Just hold your thought. Coach Colabot, did you see the part where I showed how the new coach is basically gonna utilize Sabonis?
Yeah, 5 out. He's gonna put him on like. He's not gonna post him up. Wait, did you see the stat? I got the stat for you. Ready for this? And I'll let you talk, Joe.
Go ahead.
Sabonis last year, old coach, was like top 10 in post up touches in the whole league. This preseason, he went from top 10 total post touches in the league to only 5 post touches this whole preseason. My man is being run as a backdoor guy. He's going to be running the wing. He's going to come out as a late cutter. He is not going to post up.
See. And he's going to set incredible screens.
Exactly. He's going to eat on Randall.
Yo, listen.
He set a screen on whoever the guy was in the match. I can't remember I think it was Fournier who was guarding him. Set it for Brogdon so Brogdon could get closer into the mid-range, hit the shot. Like if you see Sabonis, it was so smooth that if it was anybody else, it probably would have been a moving screen because the way he moves is almost like a revolving door, or like those closet doors that kind of like fold. Like the way he did it. And to the people who are in the chat, guys, if you want to come up, I put the link. If you're a Knicks fan, I put the link.
And Guillermo, no one's hating on the Knicks. No one's hating on the Knicks.
Since 92, 93, when I could first understand what the hell I was watching.
I'm not trashing this team, but Jesus Christ, y'all stop.
I'm being objective. I have to be objective because, look, if I sat here and said the Knicks is going to be all right and we lose, you know what I mean? If I say everything is going fine, and I say, oh, we're doing good, and we do good, then it'll be like, oh, well, now I sound right. But I don't care about sounding right. I made that bet and it sounds good. Look, if the Knicks are good, and I'm not even going to say the Knicks are bad. If we beat Indiana, I'll be happy because that means that the coach and the players are doing something that is effective. Bottom line, maybe it's the coaching that got these guys to play a certain defense. Maybe the Indiana had a bag. I'm not wasting people here in the Knicks. I love my team. I love the Knicks. I'm not going nowhere else. I live right next to the Barclays Center. I'm not a Nets fan. F the Nets. I don't like the Nets whatsoever. Or I used to live right next to the Barclays Center. So please, man, I'm trying to be as objective, but we got Rob up in here. You know, Rob is going to be uber positive. So he's going to offset, I guess, all our negativity. So let me bring Rob in here so he can talk about how great Quickly is going to beat him, or how Quickly is going to look like Rod Strickland. Salute, Rob. How you doing, Rob?
What's good, man? You got me messed up.
Yeah, I know it.
Only thing I say is this.
Lord.
I'm not one to pick a player on the Knicks team. I look at the whole objectivity. I say 27 to 30 wins. That's not saying championship. I don't care who's I'm not saying who's the point guard. Whatever that team looked like right now, it looks like maybe 27 to 30 wins. And the reason why I say that, I put the experience of them just being on the same team and a better coach. They won 21 games last year. Adding 6 more games is not saying that the Knicks are going to the championship. It's being objective. But
Rob,
people get it twisted. They think that it's supposed to be no improvement going from year to year. I think quite different. I'm thinking 6 games is an improvement.
Rob.
So that's the way I look at it. You look at last year, they lost games that they should have won. They won games that they should have lost. You put that equation with the COVID and everything going on, it's possible for the Knicks to win 30 games.
Not this season.
That's all I said. And it's not jumping on the bandwagon. It's not saying we're going to win 10 games. I look at it different.
Yeah, I don't think we're gonna be abject to win only 10 games. I just feel like, bro, quickly. I want Quickly to do extremely well. I hope Quickly is a point guard of the future, man. But just looking at this team, man. First of all, I mean, am I convinced by Randall? Am I convinced by these guys that after 1 year they're going to truly change their game like that? Because again, Randall in the preseason, everybody wants to praise game 4 and 3. He also had the same type of game too that we've been seeing before, where he gave you 18, but he had 5 turnovers because he wanted to do a spin move every 2 seconds. You know what I mean? So
Guess what, man?
I mean, Mitchell Robinson is more talented than Nerlens Wells, but he's never going to get more than 20 minutes on the court because his fundamentals are still there. Salute to Nick G for saying this. They're as bad as they were his rookie year. You know what I mean? So,
listen, man.
Oh, Jesus.
If we're gonna have Randall on our backside trying to play defense, bro, against these teams that are smart and you got big men that know how to pass and score, the Knicks backline defense is gonna be horrible. We're gonna get killed. Because even watching Randall at times, and he's supposed to follow the game plan, he gets very, like, not say lazy, but he won't attempt to even the type of defense like what Jokic play. Jokic will try to, what would you call it? What would you call that type of movement? He would when a player's pick and roll, and he would specific word for it. Jesus Christ, I got brain freeze. He will push. He will push the offensive player more out, other than more than let him come in. More than let him come in. It's a specific word that I'm trying to get my tongue on. But Randall, he don't have the speed and his footwork, bro. If you watch his footwork on defense, people are gonna blow past him, bro. And we're talking about going against these fours and these bigs.
Tomorrow, given how the Pacers play, knowing the Pacers
hedge. Randall do not hedge good. He does not hedge good. He's supposed to, but he does not hedge properly. Thank you, Trap. Hedge. He doesn't hedge right.
Let me ask you this. Who's going to give us the most problems tomorrow besides Sabonis? Because I think Sabonis definitely with the pick, pop, and then catching it off of the
Michael
top.
Brogdon?
Not TJ Warren.
TJ Warren, Michael Brogdon? Malcolm Brogdon.
Alpha Town Boxing Channel. Salute, bro. Thank you, bro. Salute. We're going to get into this Lakers game. They're receiving their rings right now, which is disgusting me right now. But
don't even speak on it because nobody even talk about that ring, man. The ring is terrible.
They bought that ring and they're going to buy another one.
Yo, how do
Rich Paul Lakers. He's the new GM of the Lakers.
Tyronn Lue just said that. He said that they're going to utilize a triangle more to get Kawhi Leonard more Jordan type looks. I mean, I think Tyronn
like that.
And I know Coach Colorblocks disagrees with me, but do you think Kawhi Leonard is going to eat this year? Do you think? Well, he's going to.
I didn't disagree with you. I agree with you on that. He should run the triangle brilliantly. It fits all of his skill set.
Yeah, but not even that. It's for the other players, because the other player they don't have a legit point guard that can run pick and roll. So you have to find a way to use Beverly. Beverly will be perfect in the triangle. The other guys will be perfect in the triangle.
Exactly.
So that's why they're going to the triangle. I think they're going to the triangle on Kawhi's possessions, but they're going to use Paul George more of a freelance player. But when it comes to Kawhi as the focal point of the offense, they're going to run more triangle for him. It's perfect because now he could utilize all the other guys. They're going to be in the right spots because that's what Kawhi complained about in the playoffs. If you watch the playoffs, if players did not know what to do after their plays didn't work, Kawhi's seen that.
That's also a Doc Rivers thing.
Yeah, that's a Doc Rivers thing because Chris Paul even talked about that. He said, Doc Rivers is good, but the problem was when we couldn't run our stuff, the offense, we couldn't do anything. Like, they couldn't do anything.
That was the
I
same.
give you that. You still up 3-2, bro.
Yeah, no, that was the case. I remember when he closed
it out. I'm sorry. A double-digit lead in the third quarter. I don't care. You close that out. You got enough talent.
No, they should have won that game. They should have won that. But you know what? It is what it is.
Hold on. They said TJ Warren is hurt. I thought TJ Warren was. Hold on.
It doesn't matter. Indiana's just better. They have better players.
Yeah, he's expected to play in the home opener. So I think he's fine.
He'll play. I think Miles will play too. All right, fellas, I gotta head out. I'm gonna be on Blarn's Tears later. That'll be fun.
Yo, Coach Colorblocks, man.
Colorblind.
Thank you, man. Thank you,
I love that. I love that gimmick you got it going on.
Bro, Mark, you're the guy who when your friend is drunk, you tell him not to do stupid shit. So I appreciate that.
Hold on.
I appreciate that.
Hey, you got that right about me because
out
of all my other friends,
Mark. Man, bro.
Out of all my friends,
Mark
that guy
switches his perspective. This guy used to say, "Your boy."
See, why Gamble hating on me? Anytime someone give me praise, he hating on me.
Yo, now Wiggins, no, bro, yo, Wiggins.
Stop hating on me, bro.
Yo, but salute to you, Coach Colorblocks, man.
I'll be on later. I'll see you. We'll do something tomorrow, Guillermo.
All right. Yes. I made sure. Yeah, got you.
Mark is a disgruntled Knicks fan. He's still disgruntled. He haven't got over the KP. He's still a Knicks fan though, but he's just disgruntled. Until we make right, Mark is a disgruntled Knicks fan.
Yeah, no, hold on. Rob, you're right about that. But what pissed me off and why I had to come on tonight is how I was watching the Knicks community, especially the guy that's in our camp, talking about the Knicks team. Like, yo, bro, calm down a little bit. Because I'm hearing people say, "Oh, Randall had 8 assists." Cool on a.
But man, you don't have to piss on a parade. Why you got to piss on the parade?
Because it ain't real, Rob. It ain't real.
Hey, look. Santa Claus ain't real. Do you take it away from your children?
No, I'm telling the truth. There ain't no damn Santa Claus. I'm your Santa Claus.
See, there you go. You pissing on parades.
Hold on. I ain't feeding my kids the Matrix. Why would I do that?
Hey, look, but you can leave the rest of the world alone.
Listen, I like watching the Knicks, right? And as a community, I want people in our community that we built to make sure you watch what you say and how you say it, because people believe every little thing on the internet. So I just want people to be careful the things that they say, because we have a reputation around here, okay? We have a reputation on YouTube, okay? Especially in the Knicks community. I don't want to see Freezy and him having other supporting cast going crazy like we just hit a jackpot.
But see, that's the beauty. They're the optimist. Let that be the optimist.
Yeah, you gotta let somebody be the optimist about what's going on.
Listen,
hey, look,
I get called a pessimist. Pessimist by Rob.
Yeah,
Rob, I see Rob every night. I'll talk, and Rob's face is like, yo, see you go. Here you go again, Guillermo. With it, I'm like, Rob, I'm just saying what the stats.
No. Hey, look, Rob, I don't be having.
You're not saying that these.
Nah, G. I don't be having a point with you saying. It's the way you listen, because it's the way you listen. And let me tell you what I mean. Like I said, you can make an example using an all-star player, which you may in your example. You may use it, and then you make your point. But what I've noticed was when somebody else use an all-star player, the first thing you say, "Oh, he's not even in his league," and then you just blow up the whole point of what somebody is trying to say. And you're the master of that.
No, I'm not. Because you know what, Rob? You did not listen. Your boy Kevin Wright tried to compare Kevin Knox. You try to compare Kevin Knox and who's the other and RJ Barrett, right? When we're trying, because you're trying to say that Kevin Knox.
No, it was Kevin Knox and Trey Thompson.
Right. So he's comparing Kevin Knox and RJ Barrett as to who would be easier to get their points, and then he made a comparison between those two and connected it to Klay Thompson and Buddy Hield. And I'm like, yo, bro, RJ Barrett could get his own basket if he's not shooting well. Kevin Knox can't do that. And I'm like, Klay Thompson. Don't compare Klay Thompson, because Klay Thompson can get his bucket. Like Klay Thompson, because you're trying to say Klay Thompson, not Buddy Hield, but you're trying to say Klay Thompson to someone else who get their shot off. I'm like, yo, Klay Thompson.
Klay got an inside-out game. Klay got an inside-out game.
Don't get it. But no, I understood the point he was trying to make. But no, that wasn't his point. He was trying to make was that they played that Trey get his points earlier because Trey doesn't have to work as hard just because what's surrounding him. So he's going to have open jump shots due to the team that he has. Whereas though Knox was not getting that flow, and when Knox started when somebody finally was able to obtain a defender, Knox shot better. That's the only thing he was trying to say.
No, he said it. He was saying that your boy RJ Barrett, he's trying to make the point that RJ Barrett can't get points as easily as Knox. And then it spilled out into him trying to make it like Klay Thompson versus, I can't remember who else he used. I can't remember the guy.
You can't put Knox and Klay Thompson.
I'm like, yo, go.
Like, you can't
compare Knox and Klay Thompson because Knox can't get a shot off. Klay Thompson developed a post-up game, and he get a shot off. It just doesn't look spectacular because it's, not the.
But early in his career, he couldn't. Early in his career, he added that.
But Klay, hold on. The difference between him and Klay was a renowned shooter coming out of college, bro. So
yes,
he's a knockdown shooter.
But when you're shooting with Curry on the floor, you're gonna always get an open shot.
No, regardless if he had Curry or not.
Yes, but we haven't seen him without Curry to say 100% sure because Pippen did not look the same way he did when he went to Houston with Jordan. Pippen did not look like the same player when he left Chicago when he got to Houston.
When you can shoot the ball, right? It's just like JJ Redick. JJ Redick can shoot no matter where he's going. He's going to be able to knock down a shot, right? Klay Thompson's the same. Klay Thompson's a knockdown shooter, bro.
Yes, he is. I'm not saying that he's not, but what I'm saying is when I can put, you never seen Klay have to be in a double team or triple team.
No.
You know, so playing in Golden State, you'll never see it.
Huh? Rob. Say that one more time. You say you've never seen Klay Thompson double team?
In a triple team, yes, somebody like he was the vocal point of the offense. No, I never seen him like that.
No, he don't get pressure like that. You could go back
to what was that? The 68 game. What was it? 38-point game he had in the quarter.
Oh, in that case, but from a night-to-night basis, Klay don't get.
Yeah, I'm talking about night-to-night basis.
On a night-to-night, Klay don't get that type.
I've seen. I could probably even post on YouTube.
There's gonna be
having Curry, Rob, I agree with you that having Curry, he's gonna see less of it. But I've definitely seen him where you basically have to pick your poison, and you see guys double team on your boy Klay Thompson, where he got that attention because Curry just wasn't hitting that night.
Okay, so that's like a matter of factly though, but in the meanwhile, in the scheme of your program, when you're getting ready to put down your defensive assignments, you're not going to say off top double team Klay.
Nah, they're gonna go for Curry, man.
So
fair enough. They're gonna go for Curry first. I mean, he's
so yeah. I'm just saying.
And Rob, you have a point to where Kevin Knox always said this: the dude needs a point guard for him to be more of a better player because the type of player who he is and just his whole approach to the game. He needs assistance, bro. Like the kid was like that in college. Yeah. Like when people thought he was the guy, no, the coach had to really like shove the ball in this kid's hand for him to actually do things. So in that case, he needs a point guard. And what Quickly did, what I like about Quickly, and Tom Thibodeau like guards that can attack and that can do things, just do simple things. And he was just running pick and roll simply. But the difference in the game was the pace. They was running up and down. This Knicks team cannot play in the half court. They cannot be walking the ball up. These young guys are dependent.
Yeah, they got to run.
They're dependent on running and getting easy points. Breaking out. Knox is a fast break type player. Okay, he needs to play in a pace that I screen for. But when you got like guys like Elfrid Payton, they play a half court game. He don't push the ball. He just doesn't. He holds the ball. He's one of those guys when he passes the ball. He passes the ball because he can't do nothing else, like last resort passing. He's not passing the ball to actually make someone better. And what Quickly was doing that night, even though they was going against guys, he was running the simple pick and roll pass the ball around so the ball could get energy, so everyone could touch the ball and feel like they're part of the game, so they could play up to par. That's what happened.
So let me ask you guys this: who's leaving the team? Who's making a team? Who's making that 10-man rotation? Who's out?
Well,
I think all 12 is playing. I think all 12 is playing with this team.
Yeah, I would have to say like it's going to be more than 10.
Yeah,
because of the situation, and especially if you want to run the ball.
All right, say it's 11 then, Rob. Who makes that 11? Because I already have my people who are gonna get cut or gonna be out of it.
I tell you who's not going to be there instead of going through all 10. I tell you who's not going to be there.
We don't have to say. Spellman is come on.
Spellman is gone. I said in the beginning that Kid Gilchrist was just something just to teach defense inside. So, and then Miles and them they're gone. Piles and them are already gone. So right now, okay, the looking out right now, but I don't think he's gonna. I would say that Peyton is gonna be there, even though I think that he shouldn't. So
that stresses me out, bro. I swear to God.
I think quickly develop quickly, no pun intended. Then once Austin Rivers comes back, I think Peyton might be odd man out. So everything depends on
he
quickly.
Just don't play the game that is necessary for the guys that's around him. And that is my problem with Peyton, bro. Not saying the guy completely sucks. He needs to learn how to play with a team, bro. He does not play in a team style of ball.
He also can't shoot well. I mean, you had this whole. I mean, how many summers have we seen guys try to work on their shooting, right? And I'm not saying he didn't work, but
and you know what's so crazy? When the Knicks brought him back, I said the Knicks are really trying to tank, trying to improve, but they're tanking also.
No, but you know what? It's one thing. It's one thing about Peyton's contract. Yeah, you can't trade him, but you can cut him. He only making $5 million.
Yeah,
you can cut him. But you just can't trade him.
That's true.
If you want, what was even the point of even looking back for him? Like that's what got me mad when I heard Peyton got signed. I don't think that if they thought Rivers came first, that they wouldn't have picked him up. It was something like that Jerome James and Curry thing with the Knicks back in the day. Oh yeah, facts.
That he came and they didn't think that he was out there. I think that if Rivers was there first, that they would have signed Rivers and left Peyton out there. But since he came first, and the players bargaining, if a team signs you back there, it's a no trade. It wasn't nothing that they put in the contract. It was something from the union. But like I said, you can always cut them.
Yeah, and the thing too, you see now that I know I have to deal with Randall and everything. I have my thing about him, and I know why I have my thing about him. But you see, the thing is, with Randall, and you have Tips. It's so much Tips can do for a player that just can't get shit down pat, right? So in that case, like when I watch Obi Toppin and people talking about, he's not scoring anything. I like the way how he plays because he plays for the team. If you watch how he plays, he gets the ball, he moves it, he moves around, but he's gonna need his point guard. But when you watch how he plays, there's a flow with him on the floor, and that's what I like. When you have an RJ Barrett on the floor and all these other guys, you have to play with a flow. The Knicks have to play with a certain flow to look like we can score. And that's what it looked like that night with Cleveland. That's what it looked like.
Well, I mean, that system, I mean, the triangle is going to benefit these kids. I know everyone has a bad idea of what the triangle is, but you've seen them. They don't run it like this rigid Phil Jackson system, right?
Yeah, they don't run it rigid. It's like Golden State do. They run increments.
And a lot of it breaks down. I mean, they run it simple, right? They'll have the triangle breaks down into some zone breakage. They'll run the 2-man weak side. I mean, so again, and all those concepts already in the NBA. So that's the thing.
That backline got to be.
How many wins you got for the season, man?
Yo, bro.
How many wins? I said like about between 27 and maybe 30. If 25, I wouldn't say it's a disappointing season.
Let me tell you something.
27 wins.
The first 10 games, we got to be. For us to win 27, 25, the first 10 games, we have to be over 500. I ain't going to hold you.
All right, hold on. Let me go through the schedule.
I ain't going to hold you, bro.
I'll say what? If they go 6-4 in the first 10 and 6-4
that's a good start. That's a good start.
Let's go through right now.
All 4 and 6. All 4 and 6
right now. Tomorrow we got the Pacers. We win that one, Rob.
The Pacers.
The first 10 games.
Well, shit. Cleveland beat the Pacers. The Pacers continue. I'll take that as an L. I'll take that as maybe an L. But they beat you. But look here. Okay. But they beat Houston last year. So you never know.
No, you're right about that. You're right about that. But all right, let Gammo read this over and you tell me the wins and the losses, and we go from there.
Okay.
Go ahead,
right.
Gamma.
So we got 76ers at the Garden.
That's a loss.
That's an L. I can stay at L.
Bucks at the Garden. That's a big L.
That's a loss.
That's
a big L.
But look, and you know what else counts, Guillermo? Look, check this out. This also counts. On back-to-backs, you know who's coming in with an extra win. This is like after about 15 games. That counts also.
That one is a back-to-back for us, though. So,
but we're talking about the first. Go ahead, Gamma. Read off the first.
That Sixers Bucks thing is two games back-to-back. Saturday, Sunday.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna give us. So look, I'm gonna give us Indiana. Then I'm gonna give us tomorrow. Opening night.
I'm gonna go with you, Rob. Rob, I'm gonna go with you. We could possibly win tomorrow. We could possibly win tomorrow.
Yeah,
we could possibly win.
Wow, you ain't slick, Rob. You trying to take it back now because you knew as I go down the schedule.
No, I didn't know.
You don't want to be down there.
I didn't know like what was coming ahead. Okay, now you up to game 4. What's in game 4?
All right, this one I think we can win, even though Drummond gives us issues. We got the Cavaliers at home too.
Oh, we take that.
Oh, no, we play away. Sorry, we play away. Cavaliers.
It don't matter. It ain't no fans.
I think we beat the Cavaliers. Raptors that Thursday.
Nah, we taking the L because they still just good defensively. Yeah, that's an L.
I don't know what they look like. I'll say, look, I'll take a chance with that one. I can take a chance.
Rob,
hey, take a chance. I'll take a chance with that one.
Bro, if we can't shoot the ball, Toronto's going to smother us on defensive.
Oh, look, if we don't shoot. Oh, yeah, you're right. If we don't shoot, but I'm taking a chance on that one. Go ahead.
They also got size that gives us issues, man. They got okay, so we got Pacers next Saturday in Indiana.
That's an L.
Okay, they get one back. We take an L.
All right, so that's 6 games in. We got one against the Cavaliers, 1 win against the Cavaliers. That's 1 of 5.
No, that's 2. We got Indiana and the Cavaliers.
Oh, you said Indiana tomorrow?
Yeah.
Rob, we have to be trending upwards. For us to win 27 games, we have to be trending upwards early.
Well, let's see what we got,
that, bro.
We got the Hawks next Monday.
We beat them. I'm not sold on the Hawks.
We can beat them because they still stink defensively.
And Gordon Hayward already hurt. He done broke his hand. His finger or something.
That's the Hornets.
Nah, the Hawks.
Oh, the Hornets? Oh, yeah, we got them. We got them. Charlotte, we got Charlotte.
Rob, the Hawks, not the Hornets.
Oh, the Hawks. Yeah, okay, yeah, the Hawks. Yeah, Gallinari and them, they kind of soft. We can get them.
Yeah, we can get them. No, we can get them.
I know we got an L. The Jazz. In the Garden, though, but the Jazz. By the way, the Lakers just took off. We got the Jazz.
They thumped us, but we played them tight in Utah last year, but they beat us at the Garden pretty bad.
Yeah, man. That's
after that, you got this one we can win, the Thunder.
That's a win.
Yeah, get that one to us.
That's a win. That could be a win.
Even though I will say Knicks do have shown it, they have a history of big letdown games. Remember the Cleveland game last year when they beat it by 20 something? Sexton went off.
Yo, I can't call it. I really can't call it, yo.
And then the last game at top, the last game out of those 10, we ain't win this game whatsoever. The Nuggets.
You never know.
Even though, wait, hold on. Did we beat the Nuggets last year?
Might be a surprise win.
We beat them in Denver. They watched us at the Garden.
Oh yeah, you're right, Rob. You're right.
Hold up. We lost both. 123 to 130
the year before.
137. The game has just started, by the way. You got your boy Kawhi Leonard on Schroeder, and they double team him. Get it Paul George. He kicks it out to who the hell is this dude? Who's the 3? Who the hell is this dude?
Tuna starting.
Nick Batum's on the Clippers?
Yeah.
Damn, they desperate, bro.
Yeah,
Clippers couldn't get whole talent that team. Damn, son. Batum with the rebound. Patrick Beverly sister. Let's see if they run this triangle. Nah, they ain't really running triangle. They got Ibaka 3. Oh wow, they called a 3 on there. A little bit of foul. Your boy Paul George. He's gonna show up this year. He's gonna still be a bum in big playoff games.
He's gonna play good, man. He's still an all-star player.
So what's the next game? So right now, we about 4-6?
Hell no. You said the Hawks, I think. You said the Hawks, Cavaliers,
Cleveland, Indiana.
Oh, you gave Indiana 1. That's okay. That's 4-6. My bad.
OKC.
And OKC, yeah, that's 4 and 6.
I mean,
that's how they got to. That's how they got to trend. That's how they got to trend to win 27 games. Right. 4 and 6 to get them 27 wins.
Let's see though. Let me see this. I still think. All right, this lineup. After that, you got the Hornets. You could beat Nets. We ain't touching that. You got Cavaliers, Celtics. Nah, Matt. I mean,
we got the Cavaliers again. We got. That's a win.
We got Cavaliers like. Bro, we have them mad times, but we have them another time, even after what I just said. So that's like one, two, three. At least 3 times I've seen these top. How many games you got? Damn, this can this Clippers team make it to the Western Conference Finals?
Nah, I don't think so. You got Paul George on your team.
Yo, man. That dude, what do you have last year? 10 points in the game 7, bro?
Yo, man, he gonna cost you every time.
He's a bum, but he gets on my nerves, bro.
George gonna cost you every time in the playoffs.
Bro.
You got to have a step-up player that steps up on that team to that second spot in the playoff and let Paul George fall back.
Yeah, he's a 2-way player, man. I don't think he's a 1B. I don't think he's a 1B player, man. I'm sorry, man. And then Kawhi Leonard is just not healthy enough to play. Damn, AD is just, bro. Y'all just see that? Triple threat shimmied on Ibaka like Ibaka's not a good defender. Son, I don't care what no one says, man.
Damn, they got Batum?
Yeah, they got Batum. I didn't know. I just saw like a generic looking light-skinned ball-headed dude make the basket. I was like, who knows this dude?
Boy, he backed the Brinks up truck up in Charlotte. What he played about 15 games his whole career?
Bro, what was that deal? 130 for 4? No.
Yo, man, he got paid, man. That's a shame. He should get back some money.
Bro. Now Hayward needs, Charlotte, they don't make no good decisions, man. They gave Hayward $30 million for 4 years, bro. Like,
man,
come on. Kawhi Leonard with the nice pass to Ibaka for the 3. That's good. Let's go, Ibaka. All right. Let's go, Ibaka.
He gonna stay. I bet you Batum might help them because George ain't gonna do it.
George can't do it by himself, man.
Yeah, George can't do it with Kawhi because he ain't playoff ready.
Nope. The only thing I'll say though is that the Lakers too, they want to get rid. Wow, they call that foul. Wow, they call everything for LeBron, man. Holy crap, man! This is some garbage, man. This dude, man. They call that crap. They call everything for him. Are they? Who's taking out from the West? Oh, somebody made a good question. Give me your top 8 for the top 10, I guess. Now, give me the top 10 for the West and the East.
The top 10 teams?
Yeah.
Wow, you got to start. Okay, who would be the bottom? Charlotte would be the bottom of the 10?
Hawks be bottom.
Washington kind of bottom.
You don't think Washington got a chance?
I think I put them about 5, 6 seed maybe. Them in Atlanta might be fighting out between 5 to 7, maybe 8.
Mm-hmm.
Up there at the top, Philly, Boston.
Celtics,
Brooklyn, and Milwaukee.
Did you see him tonight, Rob?
You say what?
Did you see him tonight, Brooklyn?
Yeah, I watched them. I
can't lie, man.
Hey,
as much as I said I didn't want them on the team, I still don't, man. But damn, KD, bro.
KD, man. But look, you got to wait till the first time they have to face some when shit ain't going right, some adversity. You got to see them then. And Kyrie go in that stupid bag of his and start doing shit to affect the team. You know how he get.
You saw him put out the sage in the preseason.
Oh man,
yo, this dude's annoying. This dude. I'm sorry, he's the most talented, like on-ball dribbler finisher I've ever. Not to say he's better than certain players, right? But talented where he could just kiss it off the glass in so many ways, man. But he has to be as a teammate, he has to be one of the most annoying players I've ever come across, man.
Yeah, but he don't when in his next couple of years, when all he has is offense and you're going to have to move him off the floor because of defense, that's when he really going to get exposed. And then the media is going to start coming after him and he might just fold up in the shell because he's going to be just, he'll be, you can see him as a Lou Williams, something like that going down late. And because he doesn't really play defense.
Iverson, bro. I think he's one of these dudes that he would never want to come off the bench as a sixth man in his life. Like he would just up and retire, even if he could give you I'm still here. Give you 20 off the bench, or not 20, but like 15, 16 off the bench. He's gonna pull like an Iverson. Because Iverson was able to give you solid production from the bench, but he just didn't want to do it. He always in his head, he always want to be a starter. So I don't know, man. Kyrie Irving just
but see, he's injury prone too. He can derail everything.
They got freaking Landry Shamet. Dinwiddie come off the bench. Like, that's not a joke of a team, man. But
yeah, Brooklyn, man. Brooklyn can win the East.
You know, watching the game, man.
Yeah, Brooklyn can most definitely win the East.
Sound messed up. Yo, what the? Hold up, Rob. All
right.
So messed up. I can't hear you. Keep.
1 2 1 2.
Yeah, we can't hear Guillermo.
Yeah, we can't hear him.
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
Now we can.
Yeah, y'all. What? Hold up. Oh, yeah, I can't hear me. Hold on. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Salute to the chat.
Yeah. Yeah. So who you think gonna rule the West?
I mean, if the Lakers stay healthy, I think that's the team to beat. You know, I think Denver got a good team. I picked Denver last year and they lost, but
yeah, Denver did cause problems last year.
Yeah.
They caused they caused some problems.
Definitely.
They did. But yeah, so at 4 and 6, 6 out of 20 games. If we
this is crazy. Hold on.
If we what that'd be 8 and 12 out of 20. And then out of 40, that's 16. That's 16 and 40. So that's 56 games. Then they're gonna have to win 16. Yeah, they're gonna have to beat some teams that but they're gonna be playing like 4 games versus teams in the East. So, you know, 4 games against Charlotte, right? A weekend over there, then 4 against Atlanta. They got to just beat the teams in their same little pocket, like Detroit and them. They got to beat those teams,
right?
Especially if you're playing them like 4 times. Chicago. You know, because you know that just say that we might just play the going out West Coast thing. You know, because we not gonna play everybody.
Right.
You know, we gonna play because I think they doubling up on the games like the East games. So if we don't have to go West, we definitely can win 30 games. Go West like one time, but they don't come back, or they come to your spot, and then you don't have to leave.
Right.
Yeah, we might can do something.
Yeah,
but it's hard because I'm picking a lot on experience being together. That counts for something. Then you take your coach, and if you can get 10 extra games, that's 30 games. You won 21 anyway. So I don't think that's really asking a lot.
I don't know, man. It's tough, man. I said our cap is 25. I'm always people saying we're only going to win 10 games. We're going to steal some games, like you said. There are some back-to-back some teams are going to be having that we could take advantage of. Remember, because a lot of players are going to be resting.
Right.
Teams that could get to the playoff, like LeBron James, those guys, like they basically the NBA's kind of like iterated. You know, you could take. Yeah, I think it's like if it's not a primetime game or something.
Yeah, if it's not nationally televised game, that
right.
Yeah, you know, and I don't think they're gonna be bugging on the Lakers too much anyway, being that they did win it and they back. So, you know, teams like that, you know, I don't think they'll look at like the Clippers like they'll look at the Lakers because y'all took all that time off anyway. So
you're not gonna look at the Knicks. Those are the ones that you can sneak, man. But to me, man, development is with these players, man. How they fit into the system, how they do well in the system, man, and that's what I'm really worried about. Because I think next year you're gonna see things take off. Now, obviously, free agency is kind of, you know, I mean, the big guys, a lot of the big guys already signed extensions, or basically, you know, it's kind of gonna be dry next year. But you know, the draft. I'm not saying we tank the draft and picking up little free agents here and there. I think that, you know, we can expect to take a bigger jump next year. But this year, man,
it should be a bigger jump next year, though. But I'm looking for a jump this year too. I'm looking for something.
But do you okay, Rob? But do you trust some of these guys like Knox? I mean, some of these younger guys, man, there's such a big ass question mark on it. It's like,
well, like with Knox, I'm looking at Knox from what Calipari said, and that's what I always did. He said 3 years, so what he gave me in year 1 and year 2, I said, okay, well, this is what they said about this guy, so I'm looking at him like that. You know, okay, so this is his 3rd year. This is what his coach said that this is where he should come into his own net. So I'm looking at it like that. Okay, you're in your 3rd year. You've been around the league. Okay, this is what your coach said that this was going to be your breakout year. So let me see what you're going to do.
So let me ask you this, Rob. If he's not getting his 3-point shot off, has he shown you another way to get points? To be productive offensively?
And you know what? That's a good question, but this is what I always thought about Knox from the beginning. You're not going to see Knox's full arsenal until he started hitting shots with everything else that's in his bag. I always felt that he was that kind of player because everybody stressed his 3-point shooting from a young age. So from the time he came into the league, that's what's, oh yeah, he's a knockdown 3-point shooter. And then I think that's what Fizdale pushed that. That's why I think Fizdale just left him in that because this is what everybody thought that he can do. But I watched him in Kentucky because I had my friend, one of my good friends, nephew played on the team, EJ Montgomery. He played on the team. So we watched him a lot. Like he came in that last year. No, EJ came the year before, but he was always able to get Kentucky tickets. So, but like I said, man, look, right now it's a big year for Knox. Do I think that he can give it his shot off? First of all, we got to figure out, can he get this 3 off? Because like I said, he 9 for 12 in the preseason, but we know it's preseason though. But it looks like Quickly can work for him. And then once his confidence get going, then I think that Knox is on his way. But I can't call it, but I have to go with it for right now because that's what the coach said. So let's look at that before I judge him. I judge him after the 3rd season. He came in mad young. He had a good rookie season, and then he suffered in the 2nd season. So I think that really he deserves that chance for us to get a look at him. He got a point guard. He has no excuses now. If Quickly is pushing the ball up for him, Knox don't have no excuses.
What about your take on Obi, man?
And if he holds up, then the Knicks definitely can get 27 to 30 games. But he would have to hold up. He would have to hold up. If he don't hold up, it's going to be 25 or less.
You got to give me 15 off of.
Exactly. He has to, yeah. And it has to be, yeah. He has to shoot between 40. I would take 43 at the less from I would take 37% up from 3, 43% from 2, and he give me about 79% from the line. I think that'd give him 15 points.
Yep. Give me 6-7 rebounds too, man. Don't forget about me.
Because Knox is taller than advertised.
Yeah,
I don't care what nobody say. Knox look about like 6'10", 6'9", 6'10".
Mm-hmm.
So, Knox have to pull his part. In order for them to make a jump, them as a team, Knox have to do his part. If Knox don't do his part, they're going to win 25 games or less. Knox give his part, 27 to 30.
By the way, the Lakers down by 10. Andre Harrell, or not Montrezl Harrell, Andre Harrell got past.
I'm checking it out.
24-15. Damn, man. I want to Lou Williams. I don't know if you guys heard. Allegedly, there was an issue with some of the veterans, like Lou Williams and Kawhi Leonard draws a foul, man. Let me ask you this, because I thought he was. I still think he is. Is Kawhi Leonard a superstar?
Is Kawhi Leonard a superstar? I think he's at the cusp.
In the league, bro.
He's at the cusp because he's not durable.
That's a good point.
You know, a superstar, man, you got to be in there every night. It ain't no roads management for no 26-year-old superstar. You talking about road management for a 26-year-old who did not who didn't necessarily got surgery. I don't think Kawhi even got surgery on that. Did he get surgery?
I don't think so. But they say he has an arthritic knee. Allegedly, he has arthritic knee, which never gets better.
Because at first it was the thigh muscle. It was up there on the thigh. So now they saying that it was the knee because in San Antonio it was the thigh that he sat out for. Now it's the knee, and now that I think about it.
No, hold on. I thought when he got hurt by that dirty player, nice fast break pass from Kawhi Leonard to Lou Williams for the 329-15. I thought it was an ankle that got hurt. Remember when what's the name? The dirty player from the Warriors. But no, that's not what kept him out. That kept him out that series, but it was a thigh injury at first because Tony Parker said that he had the same injury. And then that's why they gave Kawhi all that flack about it. Because when they had the team meeting, Tony Parker spoke up and was like, yo, man, I had that same injury. It didn't keep me out that long, blase this there. And your man felt a certain type of way after that. Yeah, and to the dude, Joshua Martinez, salute to you, man. But Kawhi Leonard, to me, I think he's a superstar level talent. But if you look at his career, he probably had the least amount of games for anybody going to the Hall of Fame, unless Bill Walton made the Hall of Fame, which I don't think he did. But
he got his rings already, though.
Yeah,
Bill Walton in the Hall.
Oh, Bill Walton's in the Hall?
Yeah, Bill Walton in the Hall.
Basketball Hall of Fame. It don't even matter. Everybody in the Basketball Hall of Fame. But he didn't have two with the Spurs, Kawhi Leonard?
He got he got that first one. Wait, no, he got he got one with the Spurs and he got one with this would have been his third one.
Damn, I thought he had three. I don't know why I thought he had three. Damn.
No, he got two. This would have been his third one.
Damn. Does Kawhi Leonard make the Hall of Fame?
Yeah.
Yeah, because he got that one. Wait, let me see. He got that one with because they lost the next. They lost that first one, or the second one because that's when your man Ray Allen killed them.
Yep, hit the three.
And then they won the next one. That's the one when he got I think that's the one when he got the MVP.
Yeah, because they beat they made sure to beat the freaking Heat the next year, man. But Kawhi Leonard, man, he's talent, but his uncle, and I can't blame him, right? Because this dude talking about he's going to become if he's healthy, he's going to test the mark, which I can't blame you. Get your money, right? But let me ask you guys this. Is that a guy you throw money at? If he becomes a free agent, do you throw money at him for the Knicks?
Kawhi Leonard?
Kawhi Leonard, yeah.
Yes. To come here, definitely.
Nah, I don't. Because then now we're talking about another 2 years. How old is he going to be then? With a chronic knee. That's McDice all over again.
So he won a championship in Toronto. If he could win a championship for the Knicks, yes, definitely sign him.
But let me tell you something, man. I remember horror stories, man, of some of my favorite players, man. Brandon Roy, when he no longer had cartilage in his knee, bro.
Man.
The knee, when that cartilage is going or is messed up, is not, you can't. You just can't. So Kawhi Leonard, to me, as much as I think he's a Hall of Fame talent, I would love him when the Knicks if he was healthy, but Rob makes a good point, man. You give him big money.
If he's had that chronic knee forever, look what he did with Toronto.
Yeah, but
it wasn't chronic forever.
Yeah.
It wasn't always that.
Yeah, right.
In Toronto, they was kind of scared of him because they wanted him to re-sign, so they let him do all of what he did. But then when he got to LA, he did the same thing all over again. He sat his ass down and took Paul George with him.
And people were sick with it. That's why Montrezl Harrell and Lou Williams allegedly
That's
were like,
why he left.
Yeah, they were pissed. They were pissed about like, yo, these guys coming in, they get to do whatever they want. Like we built the culture here and all that stuff. And granted, I mean, they're not better than Kawhi and playoff P or pandemic P, but I gotta give it to them. That year when they traded off everybody, right? It was your boy. It was him, Doc Rivers, Lou Williams, Doc Rivers, Montrezl. They got those boys to the playoffs. They were not supposed to get to the playoffs. They were trying to tank that year. Remember, they traded off. I can't remember who they traded off from the Clippers that year. What was it? Not Chris Paul.
They got rid of Paul in them.
It was Paul.
They got rid of Paul and
you're right.
Griffin. They got rid of Paul and Griffin.
And they still went to the playoffs that year, man.
But they had a solid team. At that point, they did have a solid team.
In the West, though, damn, great take by Kawhi Leonard, man. 33-15. Clippers up by 18. Kawhi Leonard's looking fresh, bro. This dude's looking aggressive, too, man. This is
but LeBron and them ain't going to pull out the bag on them yet.
They won't. But you know what? I'm sorry, bro. I know it sounds crazy, but I think they messed up not bringing back Rondo, man. Schroeder is a better talent at this point, like offensively, but Rondo was the brain of that second unit. Even when he played with some of the first team guys, man, he was an uber talented player mentally. I mean, this guy was getting guys a spot, playing zone breaker. Passing, his facilitation was stupid.
Yeah,
Schroeder ain't that, man.
Yeah, they might feel that. They might feel that a little bit, but I really think, like, right to this point, that the Lakers are like really done right now. I think they're gonna do something else before February or whenever that trading deadline is going to be. That's gonna give them an extra.
I agree. If you don't want Kawhi, who's coming here then? If you don't want Leonard, who's coming here?
Well, cool. Like I said, man, it's not that I don't want Kawhi. I don't trust Kawhi. Right. The talent is there, but man, if he go down in New York with that knee, that's gonna set us back. Like, damn.
Yeah, we can't think like that though. You can't think.
Yes,
like
that. We have to because we had this. We
always did it.
Like Melo and Amami was here. You can't think like that.
No, but you talk.
No, before them. Before them.
We're talking about injuries. You're talking about a guy who literally has to sit out chunks of the season, right? And I don't even say he has to because I think him and his father were kind of milking it with the Spurs. And granted, the Spurs kind of, there were issues with him and that team in the Spurs. So they didn't want to. At first, they didn't want to give him the Supermax, and they're playing around. I was like, all right, screw you guys. Kennard with the layup, by the way. Luke Kennard was just signed 4 years, 70-something million from the Pistons. But the thing about it is not that you don't want. Kawhi Leonard is a superstar talent. I kill to have a healthy Kawhi. You just don't know if you're going to get a healthy Kawhi all the time, man. It's not that easy, man. And the Clippers are running ragged on the Lakers, bro, up by 22. Lakers are throwing sloppy passes. They just look. I mean, I know they just won a championship, but this looks.
I would take Kawhi.
Montrezl Harrell and Gasol are not Dwight Howard and JaVale McGee defensively, man. Just not the
they
same.
not.
And your boy AD, man, he's the only offense out there. And Montrezl Harrell with another turnover. Yo, this Lakers team is looking garbaggio, man. Oh, poor George, Mr. Decision Maker, Mr. Married the. This dude married the chick.
Damn.
He married the chick that he's. I'm not even gonna get into that, man. Poor George is an awful decision maker. He passed it to the ref, thinking that he was on his team.
Oh, did he marry the stripper?
Yeah, he did. The one who took him to court to try to sue him.
Yeah, he done. But
he's not a good decision maker, man.
Paul George out there, man. Paul George out there.
Yo,
I always think, yeah.
That's somebody's teammate, man. Like you trust to give him the ball in crunch time situation, man. Like, come on, bro. This dude is.
Hey, but they always said it's cheaper to keep her. He didn't want to give up the millions.
You didn't have to get, bro. Rob. You know, once he retires, she's taking him to the cleaners, bro. She's gonna say irreconcilable differences, something like that. and he's done. So he could have just paid for the 18 years and been out.
Hey, but look, if he go ahead and he do that, you know what I'm saying? But at least he probably won't have that child support along that on his back. Because you know they want the palimony and the alimony and the support.
Well, you add the playoff, add the P to the alimony, man. You right there with this idiot. This guy's a and first of all, Murdoch, we covered the Knicks earlier today with Sim, but we're just covering the playoff games, man. So we're just covering the first few games tonight, man. Obviously, Lakers Clippers is a big game, but definitely be tuned in tomorrow. I'll be covering the game tomorrow, so please be tuned in.
Yeah, that's the only one. Them two games is the only two games on the jacket tonight.
Right.
Shit, I went up there to go look. I said, "What? Those are only two."
The Nets, man. That I don't know, man. Offensively, that team is yo. KD came back like he wasn't hurt with a torn Achilles.
Yeah, but you know, KD's game is not explosive, so I always thought that he was going to come back just killing it because you know he moving out there like the Iceman. It ain't too much. It's easy. I'm going to get you to one spot. I'm going to shoot from the other. You know, I can shoot from three, so I can fake you either way. You going.
And the first quarter, 39-19. Lakers down by 20.
Yeah, man. They rolling. They rolling.
If not Kawhi, what y'all think about Kuzma coming in?
Kuzma, man. Look, man, we got RJ, man.
He just resigned. He just resigned 3 years.
He just and he got the least money out of everybody. They gave him 40. They gave your man Markel more money than that. They gave him 50.
They gave Kennard 70. They gave Kennard 70 from a Pistons team, and gave your boy Kuzma, who had big shots in the playoffs, in the finals. They gave him 40, man. And then they gave the kid who tore his ACL up, who said that he played with Orlando too. They gave him, I think they gave him 80. Isaac. Jonathan Isaac. Yeah, he's injured.
Yeah. They gave him 80.
Yo, you see what the Clippers doing to the Lakers?
Yeah,
but you know the Lakers are so-called. But hey, Mark, I'm telling you, mark my word. They're gonna regret letting Rondo go, man. This second unit looks like trash.
Not even that, bro. I tell you, when you go against the Lakers, once you play fast, you can beat them. If you're gonna play slow, they're gonna destroy you on defense. That's why it was a perfect matchup with Miami, because Miami don't play fast basketball. So you give a team like the Lakers to load up on defense, because that's what Frank Vogel does. He loads up on defense. You cannot do that against the Clippers right now. You cannot do that. They're more faster, and they run a spread offense. When you run a spread offense on the Lakers, they can be have. Because LeBron, you have to spread them out. You can't have that nigga playing linebacker defensively, or he'll make stuff hard for you. I'm telling you, man. Listen, man. Lakers gonna have trouble if they go against the right team that know what they're doing against them. And Clippers lost to Denver, but they're still a smart team, and they play different. They play different when it comes to the Lakers. They just couldn't.
Let me ask a question, Mark. How much did Jeremy Grant get from the Pistons?
$60 million. And I told people, listen.
Do you think Kuzma could have got that money?
No, not at this moment. No, listen. When I seen the dude from Orlando get $80 million, I said, yo, this league.
Jonathan Isaacs.
Yeah, I understand why you want to give him that, because he can come back and still be good as a young player, and him on a $20 million deal, that for him, let me take that back. If he comes back defensively how he was trending, then that deal will be so perfect for Orlando, because if he had kept playing, he would have got more than that, because I think he has upside with Isaac. So him getting that deal, Luke Kennard, 64, it kind of makes sense, because he is talented. He can shoot the ball. He can put it on the floor. He can do a lot of things, and he will look good. He's looking good. He's going to look good with the Clippers on the style they play. But Kuzma got 40.
Isaac, just to give some color on Jonathan Isaac, he had 11.9 points last year. He was one of their so-called budding stars. Hit 34% from three, which better than
he was top tier
year.
In defense, though.
He was a
no. He was.
They got a lot of
good.
weird parts, though. They got a lot of weird. Vucevic is like an old school center, but they make it work with him. And the person, and again, I know Mark. Watch what Mark says. Watch this. This is a person who I said with Sim. I said out of my mouth. I said I don't want this dude on my team. I don't want to draft him. Cole Anthony in the preseason. Everybody saw my quickly.
Hold on.
Like a poor man's Dame Lillard. And I didn't want Cole Anthony, and I'm not saying I want him now.
The whole thing was with him. I told people he's going to be good in the NBA because he's going to have the space that is required for him to play his style of game. If you watch him in North Carolina, even watch North Carolina today, their offense sucks. There's no spacings, a lot of standing around. That's what they was doing with him. Him in the NBA with space, he's going to be good. Taking him at 8 for the Knicks, no. But where Orlando got him was just perfect. It is perfect for him to be in Orlando, to play in the NBA with space. I've said this the whole time about him, but I'm not taking him away 8. So if he ends up even being good, I'm still not mad. Why would I be mad? Because I know he's going to be at least decent in space, but I'm not taking him at 8. I don't think he's an 8th pick. Not for the Knicks, no.
Hey, Rob, did I ask you this question, Rob? Hold up. Did I ask you this question? Would you trade before the draft, right? Oh,
Kuzma's
no, sorry.
not good, though. Kuzma's not good. That's another thing.
Hold on, Mark. Would you have traded quickly for Lonzo Ball before the preseason?
Man, I don't like Lonzo Ball like that. A point guard that can't hit free throws, I got a problem with that.
Not even that, Rob. Not even right. He don't play with enough fire.
And I tell you, just like this here, man, you can see he dribbles a little bit more than Frank, but he passes the ball up the floor just like Frank. He dribbles a little bit more. He gets to the basket a little bit more than Frank.
Yeah, his provision.
I just say, man, his free throws threw me off of him.
Yeah, you know what throws me off with Lonzo?
He's not aggressive too. He doesn't get to the cup enough.
Yeah, he don't play like I was watching LaMelo. LaMelo played with a flair, like a flair that allows LaMelo to get where he wants to go and play the way he plays. Lonzo is a good point guard, but to pay him what he wants for what he wants, no, and he
they didn't even extend him. They didn't even extend him.
No, he rejected it.
Yeah,
rejected
when teams don't extend a player, that means I want to see what you're going to do this year before I give it to you.
No. He rejected the extension. They tried to extend him. He rejected it.
No, hold on. Because he wanted more money. He thinks he's more than what they try to give him.
Right.
So but he's not that. He's not that.
Yo, Will Benz, what up, man?
He was getting paid his market value, whatever the New Orleans was giving him.
Hold on.
Let
me shout out a few people. Amani the Great, what up? You've been here for a while. Amani, salute. Pete Panda, PP, I can't pronounce that name. Salute. Daniel Guerrero, salute. Gary Singh, salute. Robert Pedalino, salute. Game Over Ability, salute. Pedro Mata, salute. Gregory Castillo, you troll, salute.
Lonzo's good,
Gregory
man,
Castillo's my guy. This dude trolls all the time, man. JNN, salute, man. And JJP was in here before too, man. Salute. Ryan Green, salute.
Like
the Lakers right now.
Lonzo.
Lil Tweaky White, salute. What the hell?
Gamma, what are you willing to pay Lonzo?
These names are wild, man. Say it again.
What are you willing to pay Lonzo if he becomes a free agent? What are you willing to pay Lonzo? Because it's all about paying him. It's not about his game. It's about paying him.
Do we think has quickly shown us he could be a viable point guard for us?
No, I can't.
Well, we'll know that at the end of the year. We'll know that by the time it's time to sign Alonzo.
Is he? Let me tell you something. What I like about Quickly, man, he plays with an attitude that requires.
Black Prophet, salute. T-Max, salute. Amir Salah.
He just plays with an attitude that I like to see on the court for the Knicks. With me, it's about the attitude, how you play every night. I can't watch a player that is just out there with talent, but that don't play with enough attitude, bro. I cannot watch that. I just cannot watch that. Unless you're like Ben Simmons with talent because he has a personality like that, because he's so talented and he shows it, I could deal with that. But with Lonzo, I cannot pay you Especially if New Orleans is giving you market value and you declining that, and that means you want more. I'm not giving you that. I'll pass.
So how much would you pay Robbie 24 Cano? Salute, man. Julian Trent, salute. So what are you paying him?
What Kuzma got. I'm giving him what Kuzma got. The 3-year deal. I'm giving him what Kuzma got. I'm not giving him nothing more than $50 million. No.
40 divided
because
by
he don't get to the
13.
Yeah, he don't get to the line. Number one, he does not get to the line. He does not play with a consistent. He was consistent last year, but that's just 1 year. I want to see more of consistency, and he just play with a level with. I just don't like that, especially when you're handling the ball and your lead general. I don't like when you do not play with attitude. I'm sorry. If you don't have that fire in your heart or you want to be here in your heart, I can't, bro. And that's the same thing with Knox. That's why this could be his last year. I cannot watch you on the basketball court and I can't find you. There's times when you watch Lonzo and you forget he's on the court. That is bad. That is bad, bro.
I think he struggles in half court sets, man. He's just not a half court player.
Okay, so now we look. So we looking for the Knicks are looking for a heavy pick and roll player, point guard. Lonzo could run it, but he's not that. He's more of the ball moving within the offense. He gets the ball where it needs to get. He's a good fast break guard. But if you're talking about a pick and roll, getting to the rack, breaking down defense at a high usage rate that we want a point guard for us, nah, bro. Especially he's asking for money. Nah, bro. So bro. Because Kuzma's really not good. When you watch Kuzma play, bro, he looks good because he's with the Lakers. That boy ain't good. He's not a good shooter. He became a good defender with Frank Vogel, but he goes missing. He really goes missing, bro. I don't like players that go missing.
Let me just rattle off a stat for you guys. Lonzo Ball in the pick and roll. He took as a primary ball handler pick and roll. He only shot 32%. And if you look at his shot chart, it is cold.
I can't. And that's the difference between him and his brother. When you watch a LaMelo Ball, and some told me the Knicks should have just went and got him. I don't care if they didn't give him Mitch. That is a type of dude that players are going to want to play with. And when you watch the Hornets, they share the ball. They're playing with
Lonzo Ball is really just like an off guard because even you look at his isolation numbers. He's only his isolation numbers. He only took 28 attempts last year, made 6, 21.4% field goal percentage off of isolation plays, man. That's terrible.
And with LaMelo's jump shot, he worked on it. He worked on his jump shot. It looks totally different from when he played in Australia. And some told me the Knicks
He's still shooting the shoots.
No. Hold on. It's more.
Yes, I saw in the preseason.
Hold on. It's not to the like when he's releasing. It's not to his face like how it was. It's not to his face. It's not to his face,
but
bro.
Doing this. It's still this weird.
Yeah, but hold on. It takes a while for it to change. It still takes because Curry used to shoot a certain way.
But he's not. Yeah. Yo, bro, LaMelo is not his best asset. Will be passing, especially he can pass both half court and
bro. Listen. It's not even that. Like that. He can create. When you watch him play, he's creating, bro. He is playing with a certain energy that is allowing that Hornets team look completely different from an offense and defensive standpoint. When I'm watching them and talk about off ball, the kid don't need to handle the ball. When I'm watching that Hornets offense, he's playing a lot of off ball, waiting for the corner shots. He's playing the game that people think that he cannot play. And I knew it. He just plays with a certain flair that he's going to make it to the NBA and he's going to be a star when the time comes. And I think the Knicks.
By the way, I will say this, Mark. Cole Anthony did cook Melo, man. Julian Tran pointed out. Salute to Julian Tran.
No. He cooked him. No. He cooked him. He cooked him.
He did. That's man. Cool. He's looking like Dame out there, bro, against LaMelo, man. LaMelo
because that's what Cole Anthony from when he was coming out of high school. That dude was the man, bro. He was the man. That dude was he's a bona fide scorer. I take nothing away from Cole Anthony. He's gonna get buckets. He's going to get buckets. But if you tell me who's the better player,
I like Malachi Flynn. That boy up there.
Oh man!
Let me tell you. Hold on. I watched.
But you know what's crazy, Rob?
I watched a couple Toronto games.
He was one of the best pick and roll scorers in college. At what's the Mountain West?
You know he's gonna be game.
He went to San Diego State.
San Diego State, black and red.
San Diego. He's
playing. Rob,
he's gonna be
Rob, can we say this though? He is playing in the perfect system for him, right?
Oh yeah, no doubt.
He's playing in the perfect. Yeah, he's playing in the perfect system, man. It matters to players like that, bro. Because when I watched this is
Lowry's last year in Toronto.
Oh yeah. Of course.
36. Was he 36, 34, 36 or something like that?
I think about 34.
34.
Oh, 34.
Yeah, I think about 34.
But he can still. Let me tell you something. He can still play. Kyle Lowry can still play. He's just smart.
Yeah, he's gonna still play though, but they gonna give that job to that boy quick.
Oh no!
You think you're gonna get
Fred VanVleet. Listen,
Fred VanVleet and Malachi Flynn have like their parts of the game overlap. Look like you need an aggressive guard to play with Fred VanVleet, like how Kyle Lowry was.
Let me say something. Fred is legit, right?
But if you think that Toronto Isaiah won't move off of Fred VanVleet, yeah, he signed him. But if he get a bigger guard, if he get he'll make a big 2 move and get rid of him. He signed him for that money. But
listen.
Hold on, Mark. Yeah, Jason, I said that. Hold on, Mark. Jason, I said that. I wasn't a believer at getting Malachi. I wasn't the biggest fan of Malachi Flynn. Not say he sucked. Like in the later rounds, okay, fair, whatever. But I wasn't a high fan of him. I'll admit I could be wrong. So I'm not.
But when they got him at, in a way that he's been playing and in the way that he's been playing, he's been kind of impressive. I've been looking. I checked him out.
Rob, he's a good point guard, but he's playing with a team that know what they're doing, and he has a role, bro. It is different if you bring him to the Knicks. It is just a total different situation.
I'm saying up there in Toronto, he fits.
Yeah.
He fits.
No. He's smart. I give him He's a smart player, but it's all about fit when it comes to those type of players. Now, you know who is who's going to be very, very good, and I can just see it. Maxey is going to be a player. Bro.
Oh Lord!
Taking him at 8? No. Where he went, Maxey is going to be a good player, bro. You know why? I watched that kid, bro. When you talking about getting to the cup and playing with heart, especially where he's at with Philly, he's going to be a profound player, bro. I'm not taking none of that away from him. I'm not taking him 8. So when Knicks fans talk about, we should have took him, if we'd have took him at 25, I'll be okay with that. But taking him 8, no. But
Mark, okay. It's all about Mark. Do you have any fear with Obi? Do you have any buyer's remorse yet? I'm not saying that.
Let me say this thing with Obi. Because I wanted Lonzo so much because I knew what he could do for a team, overall team.
You mean LaMelo?
Yeah, LaMelo. I'm okay with Obi because you're going to take the best player available. But with Obi, we have to have a point guard. What he does well, what I like about Obi, and I'm not mad at Obi, he plays in with the team. He's smart, but he's gonna have to take time. Like he's gonna need some development, bro. He really is. He has to get bigger because if Jahlil Okafor is manhandling him, just think about the other guys. That's what I was watching for. How he's gonna handle. Yeah,
but you know what? When you look at Jahlil Okafor, he's one of like the last dinosaurs in the league. That's like
it's not about
not
that,
a
bro.
stretch.
It's about who's.
No. Check out what I'm about to say. That got that back down game that they use, that old school players use. That's built into Okafor. A lot of those stretch floors don't have that. So it's a couple times a year that Obi might have to go up against a player like that, but most of them are not like that.
But I'm gonna tell you right now, if you watch the East, if you watch those top team in the East, bro, he's our back line defender, bro. it's going to be a big problem because one, he's thin. He's very thin for a forward to be defending the ADs, the Jokic, the Embiid. If you look around, almost every team has a legit 4 or 5 man, bro. Okay? And if he can't handle the back line, he's gonna have.
They all
like I said,
they all wasn't drafted that way. They became that way. He'll get there.
No. Like I said, no. I'm not saying he can't. Like I said he's gonna have to take time. Why I'm okay with the Obi pick because he does other things on the floor. He don't necessarily have to dominate the ball to have impact in the game.
Yeah, he can pass. He got a passing game.
I always said that about him when he's coming out of the thing. He can do a whole bunch of things. He has to refine his jump shot a little more. I don't like the arc. It's a little too high for me. A little too high. A little too high. You got to fix the arc on his shot. He has a pretty shot.
It'll get there. I don't have no concerns.
No, I don't have no problem. I don't have no problems with him because he plays. I like players that play within the team, but show you he wants to get better in his game and that he wants to be here. He wants to be here, so I'm cool with him. With him, he needs to be in pick and roll actions. They're not running enough for him. That's why I was kind of mad watching those games. When he's in the pick and roll actions, now you allow his other games.
This early, I think he'll get there.
Yeah.
You know, I don't got, like you said, I don't got no concerns with him right now.
No, I don't got no concerns with I don't got no concern because I like him coming off the bench for right now. I like him coming off the bench for right now. Just season him a little bit, and then he's gonna end up getting good, and it's gonna be hard to take him off the floor. But I want to LaMelo because
I was saying once he gets down the shot, because he's been playing off a lot from the bench, right?
Yeah, but let me ask you a question. I think his arc is a little too high. You think so, Gamma?
I'll say this. I agree slightly. I think he just puts a little because it's not. But the thing about it's consistent. Like sometimes I see Knox put too much art, and sometimes I see it's not that it's like line. It's not line drive straight, but it like looks nice. You know what I mean,
more from the three. More from the three. He puts a little
right
too
now.
much
So
art.
It looks bad, but he can put a little bit more strength on the shot.
Yeah.
So it's not
I don't
arcing.
have no problem with Obi. Honest to God, I don't have no problems with
Obi.
Obi.
I have no problem with it. But I mean, obviously, you know my guy was the show. Yeah.
I didn't even know he was coming home tonight.
Right now, the game is 1:30. Clippers get by. I gotta move more. Somebody's screaming at him. Right now, Clippers get the ball back. Kawhi Leonard spin move, gets to the basket, the layup is good. Let's go. And one. Let's go, man. Kawhi Leonard is pissed. All right, Kawhi Leonard is pissed, man. I want to see this, man. Kawhi Leonard could come back. If he could lead this team to the Western Conference Final. 4 is 43-30.
Okay. Why Kawhi mad?
No, I'm just saying he's playing mad.
Oh. Montrezl Harrell's overrated too. He's overrated, bro.
Very.
He's overrated.
11.
And that's what.
Oh! Montrezl Harrell just stepped
what
on
happened?
Casey. He stepped on his groin, bro. Even Kawhi Leonard laughing at him. Montrezl Harrell stepped on KCP's groin by mistake. Montrezl Harrell, because he went for the rebound and he stepped straight on his.
Good, I don't care. Injuries on player. Sick of the Lakers. Hate them.
Somebody just said on TNT.
I hate that team with a passion.
Somebody just said on TNT that they're really talking about getting him help.
Yo, Gamo, put the link out in your chat again.
Yep.
You put the link out?
And for anyone who thinks I'm eating, I'm just eating these freaking ginger cough drops, whatever the hell they are.
Yo, Gamo, throw the stream y'all link in your chat again.
No.
All right.
Patrick Beverly, man. 44-32.
I'm just saying. I'm
going
to tell you why Clippers lost last year. Because the offense they was running, if the I'll be right back.
Where's the foul, man? They gonna call some BS calls for these Lakers, man. You got 2 who's marks. Hold on. All right.
You hear me?
Yeah, we hear you now, man.
Clippers lost because they didn't make no adjustments on Jokic. Because if you watch those 3 games, man, Jokic destroyed them. Destroyed Montrezl Harrell. Montrezl Harrell on the defense was horrible. He can't play defense.
You know Jokic is the best center in the game, right?
Huh?
You know Jokic is the best center in the game, right?
No, he is. Like from a talented standpoint.
Talent, production-wise, who else?
Yeah. I'm gonna give it to Jokic because AD playing with LeBron, bro, and Jokic is doing that as the main guy. So I'm putting Jokic there. Always liked the Jokic. And then I put AD there. Cause just AD's just like Jesus Christ. He lucky he had LeBron.
Yeah, but he's playing with help, bro. So
the thing is too, he's just playing with a different confidence now. Right now, especially when he got that ring, it's like getting your monkey over the back. Now you can front run. Like it's just like with this league nowadays, especially from some of these big stars, they a lot of front runners, bro. They're a lot of front runners, and that's the type of front running mentality I don't like, and I don't respect certain things like that. So when I see dudes like say if James Harden won his first ring, I would say that was well earned because he went through hell, and just finally won one. Or like just for Dirk in his case, he stayed with a team and allowed the team to build around him and have trust in someone to build around him, and then poof. Guys like what LeBron did to the league, man, he dismantled it now. Because now you got young guys coming in, and then when things not going their way, they're gonna want to team up because they're looking for a quick fix. The league is about a quick fix, man. Don't be mad at Stephen Curry because dudes want to come play with him. That's a different story.
Talk to me about your guy Harden, though. Your boy Harden, man.
Yeah, listen. Like I said, it's over in Houston just because they took it to the top to where they got. So I think it's just time for him to go. It's been 8 years. I think as good as you are sometimes. I think after 8 years, man, the change is a change. You need to change. I don't know where he's going to go.
I don't respect that, bro. The way he's going about it, I think the way he's going about it.
That comes from like LeBron and stuff like that because he's instilling these bigger stars to do what they want.
Kawhi Leonard, by the way, with the drive, turnaround, fadeaway jump.
Kawhi Leonard's a freaking man. Like people don't understand how good that dude plays with. That's the same reason people hate Kobe. Kobe played within the game, bro. He might took a lot of shots, but if you watch a lot of his games or a lot of interviews of his players, Kobe bailed Lakers out a lot of times.
He did.
Yo, bro.
He did, but in what years are you talking about? Because Shaq also took on.
Well, because let me tell you something. Kobe thought of himself as a star too, and it was warranted because Kobe was the man. Those three them playoffs with him and Shaq, it was neck to neck, bro. It was like Steph KD type.
Yeah, it was neck to neck. They couldn't do without each other. Like
Kobe played
was that guy like better than Shaq? Like Shaq, bro.
Let me tell you something. As good as Penny Hardaway was, Kobe just played with a little more oomph. Even though Penny was a killer too, but it's a different type of killing. It was when Kobe was coming after you, you feared him. There was a sense of fear when you play with Kobe, bro. No, bro.
Don't talk to me about LeBron as MVP that finals team when AD literally has unstoppable moves, man.
Yeah, AD has guard-like skills, so he negates a lot of defenses, bro. Mm-hmm. He does things that the defense don't have time to think. That kid is he's amazing.
Salute AJ. I agree, man. Zubac is a liability, man. That's one thing with Zubac is not a.
Yeah, he's not good against superstar talent.
Paul George with the fadeaway. I don't know how much Paul George has, but Kawhi Leonard right now is basically. And look at it, they're double teaming your boy AD, and now Schroeder hits the 53-46. Lakers are coming back in this game, man.
Yeah, but you know how the game.
They can't exert that. They can't push that pace.
If I was them, I wouldn't double AD. Don't double AD. Let him score. You don't want to give up threes, man. Like that is so dumb to me. Get a 2, but don't let them get a 3, because the threes will get you back in these games.
I'm telling you, and Paul Gasol drew another foul. I think that Paul George used his arm, but I'm telling you, Paul Gasol is just not the same defensively down low.
No, he's done. If you watch him in Toronto, that boy was on his last legs.
Yeah,
bro.
he was on fumes,
whoever
man.
thinks Paul Gasol's the same, it's over for that dude. That's why he went to the Lakers.
He's a good passer. I mean, he's still a high-level passer.
He's going to be good in sprints. Like, he's going to have his games, but he's
how
not.
Does he fit this team? Like, I don't know.
It's more for insurance.
He misses. Poor George missed that 3-point shot.
It's more for insurance. The dude could still play. Like, he could do things in certain minutes. He's not. That's why he went to the Lakers, because he don't have to play that role anymore that he would have to play for Toronto. So it's best for him to play what he's doing right now. But other than that, man.
Your boy LeBron draws a foul. He's going to the line for 2, man. Oh, LeBron James. Can't stand
I can't stand that front runner.
I ain't never taken that away from him, but
man, he's a front runner, man. He's the most front running guy I ever seen in my life, bro. It's the only child syndrome that I call it.
TNT that people already saying on TNT that they need to get him help. Like, are you serious? You name a superstar who's played with these many.
It really bothers me that this dude really got niggas on the payroll. Sorry.
Hold up. Look at what Game Over Ability said, yo. And Game Over Ability, salute, bro. He said, as much as I dislike LeBron, that narrative about 80 carrying fourth quarters is fake. Hold on, we got somebody else coming here, man. Dre from BX. Dre BX, man. What's up, bro?
Yo, what's up? How y'all doing tonight?
Chilling was good.
Doing good, man. How you doing, bro?
Chilling, man. I'm just watching y'all, listening to y'all, all y'all thoughts.
You a Knicks fan?
For me, man.
Don't tell me
Absolutely.
It's one of these New York Lakers fans because of Kobe from the 90s, man. I ran into so many of those in New York.
That's okay, because I like Kobe, but I'm not a Lakers fan.
I respect Kobe a lot, but growing up, bro, I remember so many people from Brooklyn. So you're Knicks fans? Like, nah, man, I'm a Laker fan. I'm like, huh?
Because you know what, too? It's the marketing of the Lakers, man. Especially in the 90s at the time.
How they double teaming AD? Wow. Yo, the Lakers. I think the Lakers found a. If they keep doubling AD is gonna make those passes to a slash on LeBron, man.
Yes.
Now the leaders were up by 3. Clippers were up by 20. So is this gonna be Doc Rivers' fault this time, yo? Come on.
Nah, man. Again, Lakers ain't gonna go out like that. It's gonna be a tough game. I didn't expect them to go up that.
Let me ask Dre BX, man. Salute for coming on, man. So give me your thoughts on the Knicks, man. How do you feel about this team? How you feel about tomorrow's game, man? How do you feel about quickly? Are you overly optimistic like everybody else, or you being cautiously optimistic like I am?
Nah, I've been a Knicks fan since '89, so I've seen them go through all their trials and tribulations pretty much. I've been a fan since Trent Tucker hit that 3 with 0.2 seconds left or whatever. They changed everything. But I think they're going in the right direction. I don't know if quickly is the answer, but I think it's I think the way they're going about it, I think they're doing a good job about the way they're going about it with trying to improve through the draft. And any team that's trying to get better, you have to build up a core first. And a lot of people hate on the Knicks, but we done seen a few teams go through the process they're going through right now. It's just about being patient,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Knicks gotta be patient, man.
I think they just, they with Dolan being the owner, and we done made the draft, we done dumped a whole lot of pieces, poor drafting, with the Melo situation, poor drafting over the years. If you think about it, if you go back, we could have had Amari if we didn't take Channing Frye. We could have had so many different, players. We could have had DeMar DeRozan if,
Yeah, that Jordan Hill pick, that was terrible.
Oh, God,
Terrible.
it was the worst, man. Jordan Hill was the worst.
I hated that part. But you know why, though? They had that because Steph Curry was that guy, man. They had the gear. They agreed upon, like, yep, he's coming here. The father knew that. Then the Warriors, for some stupid reason, want to be.
Curry wanted that. Man. Curry wanted it. Curry thought he was coming to New York, but then when you look at it and you say the second person on your board is Jordan Hill, where did that happen? You know what I'm saying? Like, where was the breakdown? You know, and as far as like you know,
real talk, man. Your plan B can't be. You got the Rosen. You should have at least some shots have told you, yo, this boy is a beast. He's athletic. You know what I mean? But
yeah, man. But you know, that I'm hopefully optimistic about what you know. I know they're not going to be no breakout team. I just want to see improvement. You know, I'm not a Peyton hater. You know, Peyton's worth whatever he's worth.
Bro.
Hold on, Mark.
I'm not a Peyton hater, man. I mean, he can't shoot. We knew that when we brought him in. Can't shoot.
Like, but what is his purpose?
So what are your first impressions on Quickly though?
I think Quickly is gonna be good. I think he needs to improve his handle. I think he needs to improve his handle. I think he got the drive to get better. You've seen that with him in college. You know, he started off rough. You know, he went through, and you know, as the season went on, he began to progress. You know, he started coming off the bench, so he's gonna get better. You know, like Mark said it earlier, you want to have those players on your team that's gonna reflect what it takes to be a Knicks fan, a Knicks player. You know, you want that drive, you want that passion, you want them to come into the Mecca, and you want them to play like they want to be here. You know, you want players that want to be here. So all of the KDs and Kyries that, you know, they want to go to Brooklyn. I don't care who you bring over to Brooklyn. I don't care what it is. They're not the Knicks, man.
Exactly. They'll never be as relevant.
Never be relevant, you know, so it is what it is.
You made a good point. You made a good point about, and this is what I always say, man. You even if you can't get the so-called star, superstar, whatever, get the players that fit your mentality, fit your philosophy, right? That's why I like RJ Barrett so much. I know RJ Barrett has issue with his shooting, but the way that guy's a self-starter, the way that he takes the game so seriously, the way he practices, you know what I mean? The way he trains, the way he hired Drew Hanlon to become the shooting coach mid-season while his ankle or he had the lower of the ankle foot injury, whatever it was, you know what I mean? Self-starter. You don't got to put the barrier in RJ Barrett's back. You know what I mean? Those are the type of guys. You want self-starters, man. I don't know about RJ Barrett, man. He may never be a superstar. He may never be a all-star. But I put money on it. He's a culture changer for this team, man.
Yeah, RJ was groomed for this, though. RJ was he's Maple Mamba. So he was groomed for this. He was prepared to come into New York and you know, RJ don't want to let himself down. So RJ got a point to prove. He hears the whispers. He hears, oh, we should have got Zion. We should, you know, he hears that. And he wants to prove that he's going to be better, or he can get better, or he could do as much damage.
John Morant was my guy. I ain't gonna lie, man. But when you got RJ, I was like,
Ja was my guy too. You know,
Ja's a beast. Bro, watch. There's a good. I'm not sure. I don't think it's B-ball breakdown. Damn, I can't remember where I was watching it.
John Morant even looked
better.
How
intelligent his passing is, right? But he's so good that he puts like absurd amount of flair on it. But he was like, don't pay attention to the flair. His passing, situational passing, is stupid good. Like, and I say, I'm Murray State. This is one thing I'm scared about with Cade Cunningham, right? Because people think Cade Cunningham is a point guard. Cade Cunningham is really like a do-it-all two guard, right? Cade Cunningham is also not playing on a good team. But from what I've seen, they haven't played a ranked team yet.
Yeah, they call
He's not his teammates. Like I've seen John Morant do not. They have different style of games, right? But this what I'm scared about Cade is like he might be better with a lot of talent. Like he might make it guys around him better, but it's just I don't know. He doesn't turn on that on switch all the time, man. I've seen games against Oakland. I've seen the last game against I've seen games against Oral Roberts where he did put up 29. He killed. But the last game, I can't remember what they just played. They lost to. He shot the last second shot. I can't remember. And his shot was off the whole night, but his game wasn't.
Who came?
Say it again, Mark.
Who you talking about, Cade?
Yeah, Cade Cunningham. He played.
It's hard.
Like, where did he play, bro? Damn.
You gotta expect him to have like a bad game or so. But what I like about
no. He had a bad game, but even in the games where they won, you know what I mean, he'll hit a shot here and there, but because people think that he's a point guard, bro. He's not a
no. He's more of an off guard. He's like an off guard.
Yeah. He's like a high level off guard. But he got a guy like Jalen Suggs, who and they played Wichita State. I was gonna say Marquette. They played Wichita State. They lost. By
Jalen Suggs.
Jalen Suggs. That team, though, Mark. That team is stacked. Hold on, Mark. That team is stacked.
That's what I wanted to talk to you about because the team he's playing with, you got to be very, very careful of Suggs. You have to be very, very careful because it's not like he's just the only talented one compared to what Caden's playing with.
They got Drew Timme and Corey Kispert is going to be probably a late first, second, early second. They got this kid Andrew Nebhard. He's a transfer from Florida. This dude, he's sneakily good because when Suggs got hurt, this dude was eating. That's another dude.
He's playing with guys who might get drafted. I don't know about Cade team because that team,
but hold on, they got something weird at OK State. I think where like they can't go rank because of some, excuse me, because of some violation. So they can't.
I know what they did, but I forgot. I can't put my tongue on it. I know what they did though.
You know what else is nice? So I keep saying, man, Josh Christopher, bro, from Arizona State, bro.
Arizona always got good players.
On offense, he moved to me like to get his shots off, not necessarily everything else. He moved to me like Donovan Mitchell, bro. Like his start and stop, his crossover, bro. When he wants to get his bucket off,
good football,
bro.
Good football.
That's what I'm saying. The Knicks don't need a tank. Knicks do not need a tank because
it's not about. We're not saying like tank purposely. It's just gonna happen because we're just not good.
Right? Because
so like tanking
is a natural tank. It's a soft tank, man.
Yeah, it's like one of those things. It's going to happen even as good as the Knicks can play from a night-to-night basis.
Jalen,
we're just gonna lose games where it's gonna lead us in the top. Listen, this year. We could be in the top 5 and it's still great. Like it's still great.
Bro. Let me say something. Jeremy Maynard, you mentioned Jalen Green, bro. For the simple fact that they're still negotiating as to whether they want a G League, Jalen Green might fall out of the top 5, bro.
Gammo, I'm gonna tell you something.
I'm scared about him because the high school he did put up 23 in that little scrimmage, that G League scrimmage, whatever the hell they had. Like
that boy is a bona fide for sure. Score let me tell you something. He's going to score. He ain't coming out that top 5, bro. He's going to score.
You got Suggs. You got
I like BJ Boston. A lot of people don't like him. I like BJ Boston.
I'm good.
I like BJ Boston.
I'm good. Boston need a lot of development, bro. Because you know what's hurting them too? The reason why UK is sucking right now is also because they don't have anybody to space the floor, bro.
No.
If you look at that team, no one can shoot in that team. And Brandon Boss, to me, bro, mark my words, Mark. He's nice. But he needs a lot of development.
Oh, no. I like him for the things he can do and how he approached the game. I like how he approached the game. That's what made me kind of watch him and pay attention. I just like how he approached the game. Like he wants to be good. He wants to be that guy. And I know Kentucky looking bad right now. But just looking at him at a talent, I like him. Not saying that I want him for the Knicks, no, because I have a different. There's guys I would take in front of him, but he is a talent. I'm not saying I would take him. He's a talent to watch, and I kind of like him. Not saying I would take him for the Knicks. It's a big difference.
So Dre BS, let me ask you a question, man. We winning tomorrow. What do you think is going to happen tomorrow? And give me expectations for a record. What do you think you're going to do this year, man?
I don't see us winning no more than about 27 games.
That's optimistic, man.
27 wins?
I had 25 as our best.
I say 27 because, I think Thibodeau is going to hold these players accountable. I think what Fizdale was doing, and you kind of seen them with sustainable coaching, even last year, when Miller took over, You've seen them like slowly putting wins together. They started putting wins together. So for the most part, the team is coachable. For the most part, with proper coaching. And you add somebody like Thibodeau in there, but the rest of the coaches, the development coaches, you're not going to see them really go backwards because, like you said, RJ is probably going to come back improved. Knox got a lot of things I want him to work on, because I'm not a true believer in Knox, but I think he's going to come back improved. He's going to do better than what he did last year with a little bit more confidence because Knox's whole thing is confidence. Now Frank got to play for a contract. So now Frank got to somehow figure out, how I'm going to make my next payday in the NBA. Or, am I going to get truly what I think I'm worth? You got DSJ. He got to get a check. These guys are playing for their livelihoods. So at some point, you're going to see them come together somehow and try to pull out 27 wins. They won 21 last year. Then you add a couple more shooters to the team, which should make them better, which should make them better.
For example, I knew I was right about Reggie Bullock. He can get off this team. He can't. Yo, bro, he's a facade, man.
Reggie could shoot, though.
Yo,
that's
bro.
He's just a shooter.
He's a shooter.
He's been doing this for years, bro. He's gonna be streaky at times, man. But you need somebody to help you space the floor, man. I'd rather have Reggie than Knox at this point.
He spaces the floor and he plays decent D. He's not
make no shots,
he's not a
man.
top 10 3D player. Now, Reggie made big shots in his career. Yeah, you don't stay in the league all the years he's been in the league and don't make shots. He keeps getting contracts, so he's serviceable. Now, I don't know where his next contract is going to come from because I don't think he's not a part of the future of the team. But somebody's going to sign Reggie Bullock if it's for $4 million, whatever the Knicks gave him or whatever the case. They'll give it to Reggie. Reggie's going to have a job next year with somebody. It just won't be with the Knicks. Reggie might be a part of some trade deal mid-season.
He went from the Pistons to the Lakers that year. He got traded. So again, every team they want a 3-point specialist. Like, is he's not a cornerstone player? You know what I mean? But
yeah, he's not. Nah, he's a bench dude. He's a guy that comes off the bench, space the floor. Play defense.
I just want to see tomorrow's start lineup because
suitable defense.
I just want to know how we're gonna get consistent scoring. Is my whole thing. I want to know how we're gonna start score with these smart teams.
We're gonna score off of the defense. They're gonna focus on defense. Whatever they can push out. That's why they're gonna lose a lot of games.
I'm gonna tell you too.
Thibodeau is pushing that D.
Knicks do force a lot of steals, but on the other hand, we have to be able to knock down shots, bro. You see how the Knicks played against the C team against Cleveland? That's how we would have to look to be respectable. But
a lot of those steals too are the Cleveland Cavaliers. They're doing a lot of sloppy passes too, man. That's not going to happen.
Yeah, but even before that too,
for the season.
Even before that too, when you watch the Knicks defense before, they get their hands to a lot of the passing lanes. When I watched the first 2 games, they caused a lot of turnovers when they play their defense. But like I said, it's not about that. It's just about the scoring. And is Randall going to be on the string defensively? Because now you're talking about defense is going to be our offense. A lot of what Tibbs is going to run, Julius Randle is going to be one of the guys who's going to have to be responsible for how the defense is going to be run. Because
there's a lot of teams that got weak links on the floor when it comes to defense, though.
Yeah, but
you just got to cover up that. You got to cover up them holes. As long as you playing defense as a team
that can take advantage of that. It's not like we have a KD and say, "Oh, I got this dude on me every trip." We don't have none of those plays.
Nah,
we don't.
Everything got to be focused through anything with team. Look, you're going in with no stars. That's how Denver started out before Nikola Jokic took his next step.
Denver always. Let me say something. Denver always had above more than average NBA player, bro. From Carmelo to
Okay,
Iguodala.
I'm talking post Melo. Post Melo. Who was
bro,
when they
Hold
traded
on.
Melo?
Hold on. Who was that? They went to the playoffs with Iguodala and they lost
Iguodala,
to.
Ty Lawson. They had a squad, bro.
Oh,
They was
yeah,
a 50+ team.
Okay, but okay.
You can't compare that Denver team. No, bro.
No. I'm talking about when they made. Okay, Ty Lawson was good. Where's Ty Lawson today?
That's
He's in trying to get him drunk.
We're talking about now. We're talking about before, bro. Ty Lawson was one of those guys in the West that was causing havoc for Denver, bro.
He was.
I'm talking about before, not now. I don't care about Ty Lawson now. I'm talking about what Denver had.
No.
Yeah, I'm talking about what Denver had.
But what I'm saying, okay, Ty Lawson, I'm not starting a team like, okay, I got Ty Lawson, I'm good. That was just team play. Let me ask you a
question though. Do I have anybody as good as Iguodala on this team?
Nah, but then Iguodala learned all of that when he was with Philly. I'm not saying they're exactly the same. What I'm saying is you got those teams that start out. I'm not even saying they're gonna be good. I'm saying that start out.
I know what you mean.
With an idea. Right now they are an idea. Okay. You know, there's no stars. You know what I mean? There's no stars. So we'll just see who will take that next step. And I believe it's going to be RJ. I think RJ is going to take a step forward, and then you're going to see a transition when it comes to him. He's going to take a step forward. Yeah, I don't think he's going to go backwards.
He's not going to go backwards. No, he's not going to go backwards because right now they haven't played him over 32 minutes. They're going to put the ball in his hand so he can so they could see what they got in him for the team. If RJ is going to be our truly identity. My thing is with the Knicks, right? It's the players that surround with RJ. Like that starting lineup when you got Elfrid Payton, him, Alex Burke, Julius Randle, and Nolans. Where's the scoring in that? That's the whole thing.
Alex Burke could shoot.
Alex Burke should give you buckets.
He could give you buckets. Alex Burks could give you buckets.
He can give you buckets.
Randall's gonna score, even though, and I think Randall, what they're gonna do, he's gotta change his game. He ain't got much choice. He's gonna have to change his game.
Game 4 of the preseason, man. He gotta be where he's passing post, where he's passing from the foul line.
I'm not gonna hold you, Gary. I don't think it's changing for what that kid's son. I just don't.
He has to change.
I know what he gotta do. I'm not saying I'm fully convinced because you can't.
Playing style. His playing style do not require him changing his game, bro. He's not that. He's not that talented to change his game. It's not like he's not like He's not that talented to change his game out of the whiff like that. No.
With the preseason, right? It's all about seeing what you got. So Thibs know what he got with Randall. He pulled Randall over after that second game and was like, yo, bro, you can't be doing all it, you can't be doing. You can't do that. You're gonna ride the bench. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna sit on the bench, or you're gonna get out of here. And he came back that next game, and you see Randall, he was more conscious about what he was doing on the floor. So at this point, everybody, like I've heard y'all say before, like you get a clean slate, you're gonna make your mistakes. Nothing's gonna go perfect. But you gotta understand, with every coach, it's gonna be different things you get away with. Some coaches are not. Thibodeau's not gonna have all of that. He's gonna be like, come sit down.
I know that, but I'm just looking at other teams, right? And I'm just looking how they run their offense, their offense and defense, right? But then again, you have players on other teams that are more smarter to the game. Randall's good, right? But when it comes to reading the game, it is not clicking for him, bro.
It's not high level. Oh,
yeah, he gets lost, Gammo.
Where there's gonna be a lot more direction, right? But on the flip side, he essentially they haven't picked up his option now, so he might still go back to the I gotta eat. You know what I mean? And I need to make my money next year. You know what I mean? So I say I'm scared with him. He's not a player who's gonna sacrifice his game long term. He might give you a game here and there. Hopefully he does it for more than just a few games here and there this season, but I'm just not convinced yet, man.
Do you trust him to play like how he played the other night? Consistent? Because if you expected the Knicks to even hit 27, he would have to play like that consistently to even warrant 27 games.
I believe this. Randall's third team. The Lakers then booted him.
Yeah.
New Orleans then let him walk. Yo, there's only but so many teams that they watch you. Listen, we done seen better players than Randall disappear. What happened to that player? They somewhere, like Guillermo said, in China somewhere. They missing in action. So what he got to do is, you got to understand, this team is gonna be about fitting, creating an identity. You're not the man no more. You may have had those keys when Fizdale was here. You would have had those keys when Miller was here. But right now, you ain't the man. We're gonna play like a team. We're gonna figure out what we have, and we're gonna play as a team because that's the only way they can win.
Yeah, I ain't
right now. He's gonna have to learn how to not try to. He came into New York thinking that he was the next Amari. Oh, I'm bringing New York back. I'm bringing. They told him that. That's why they gave him that money.
They gave him that money. Fizzle told me that he told him to be a point forward. When he told me to be a point forward. But yo, guys, man, thank you so much for joining me, man. I'm dying because I gotta wake up early tomorrow.
Right, go ahead,
I'm gonna be here tomorrow for the game. So hopefully you guys will join me. Yo, Dre BX, man, extremely nice meeting you, bro, man. I would love to have you on the panel more. So you're more than welcome to come here tomorrow for the game, man, for a watch along, man. So and Mark, you're always welcome, but you flake. So
I've been busy lately. I just be watching sometimes from my phone when I'm in certain areas. So it's not that I don't.
All right. Because I'll be texting Mark like, yo, Mark, I need you on, man. I need you to come on and fight this dude. I need you to fight Chuck B and all that stuff. And Mark,
Gamble. Sometimes. Like people tell me, yo, join the freeze. I gotta stay away because it makes my head hurts. Like sometimes I gotta stay away because it really
I'll be the only one in there. I'll be the only one in there talking like. And some people sometimes, but it's like, yo, bro, I gotta hear how. Kevin,
and another thing too,
Klay Thompson.
Yeah, another thing too, I'll be falling asleep. So like when Freezy be streaming, it'd be crazy hours.
He's a cycle for that. Suits are Freezy, but Freezy know he's crazy for that.
But shout out to the chat.
Salute to you guys, man. Yo, Dre BX, man. Salute to you, man. Thanks for coming on, Mark. As always, man.
Put some logic and sense into the Knicks community because they was ridiculous this past week.
So come on for at least the first 12 minutes or whatever, the first 15 minutes or whatever, man.
All right, no doubt.
All right, man. Yo,
next show,
guys.
All right.
I got you guys.
Good night,
man.
guys.
All right, yo.